He is as close as you get to it. Oh shit, what am I doing?
Sorry? Yeah, this is about as close as you get to a raid on YouTube. Ding, ding.
Hey, button. What's up, everybody? How are you this fine evening? So that was a fun trip over to Twitch for those who came over for the Clive stream. I guess we'll see how that works out. But I mean, come on, Clive. I mean, you're lighting yourself on fire. Come on. And I'm the fucking druggie. Come on now. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Welcome. Had the early crew in here. Guys, Masher Joe Russ, Phil in the Kitchen, Franco Walker. There's Kevin Hardesty. Oh my, 8 months. How did that happen? Says Craig. Yeah, it's been a little while. Been having some good times. What's up, Just Me? Lock Watcher, Delta Mike. How's it going over there? 404. How's it going? Leon. Is that Pipers? Is the J silent there, Leon? Zap Sparky, what's going on? Mr. Phil. Who was Sparks 001 over there? Are you over here? Stormdust, welcome. I believe you are first time. You are not late, Ranona. You are not late. So, what we got going on? Tonight we're going to talk about how software engineers piss me off, but only certain ones. We'll get to Pussies and Piano in about an hour, where you get to watch the cats eat Gucci food. I have 4 cats, if you didn't know. We'll get ready to do a VertoThermoWhoofle here in about 7 minutes, and we're going to take a phone call in just a moment. Web Debbie, how's it going? Binky? Jacques Attack, Megavolt Meister, there's Pianoman Rob. Rob has a fresh tune for us this evening. Well, it's a redo. He redid, was it Nocturne 20? And this time he's displaying us his other hobby that he discusses here every once in a while. I watched that, so that'll be a good thing. About an hour. Oh, so how's everybody's weekend going? Oh yeah, I gotta put a post-it note on that camera because... No, actually, you know what? Yeah, let me put a post-it note on it. So I've been moving camera stuff around lately, and I had to unplug that camera because I don't need it. I thought his other hobby was boobies. Well, I mean, that's one of them. Mr. A-Cake, installing fuck slings. No, I can't imagine I can't be the only one in this channel that has installed a fuck swing in their bedroom at some point. The hang point is still in the basement I-beam or roll rafters. Anyway, I hope everyone is good. What is that delicious looking icy drink you have there? Asked Rasher. I do. So a few months ago, decided to try and do something. I was always tired when I got home from work, and instead of just eating junk like I always did, I decided to replace a snack with a fruit drink. Knowing that I hate going to the store, and even knowing that fresh fruit is better, it's like, look, I can either do frozen fruit or just not do it. You know, one of those kind of things. So I get the Dole frozen, like pre-done smoothie pack things. They come in little 8-ounce frozen blocks. So you just pop one out, add orange juice, blend it. This is dragon fruit. It's their dragon fruit mix. It's like dragon fruit, tropical fruits, stuff like that, some berries. I forget everything that's in it. But it's mostly, this batch is mostly dragon fruit. It's pretty good. And orange juice. All right. So, why don't we get started with our phone call? See how that's going. All right. Yep. There we go. Yellow. Yep. No, not all engineers are fucking morons. Just some of them. Yeah, they just all seem to happen to work for the manufacturer that I represent. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll get it sorted out. All right, I'll talk to you later. Cheers, everybody. Oh, I love that phone call. Lockwatcher, pot phone sound, copyright Sony. Yeah, monetize it. Yeah, Sony or EMI. Oh, hold on. I did set up as requested. I did fix WhatsApp and Google Voice. Cheers, Zapped. And I guess we can test that now. Because I guess you probably heard that Bing Bong come in. Okay. So, as you know, Electron Box sends us videos. Or, well, sometimes videos, sometimes pictures. Let's see. Bottom capture. And this is what he sent just now. And I'm showing because, like, he knows that if he sends stuff, we're going to share it. Marvin, Bubbles, and Buttons. Meerkats. Do not touch us. We will bite. Meerkats are cool. I used to watch, God, was it Meerkat Manor? Is that on the Discovery Channel like 20 years ago? My old ass used to watch. Thank you for that, Electron. Rasher, I remember a few weeks ago, I seen the fake phone call for the first. Whoa. That's loud. I know who that is. Yes, you can use my microphone. Now let's see if it's sorted out. Oh, yeah, let me turn the volume up. Now say that one more time, Chipmunk.
Just doing a voice check to make sure you got it all set up properly.
Now I do. Thanks for calling, because I actually had one of my sliders turned down. This is Chipmunk, everybody.
Welcome.
Also known as Chippy. He is he just likes to call in.
I do like to call in. It's the only use I have for my US phone line.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess so, yeah. He has a Magic Jack. If you're as old as I am or older, you remember Magic Jacks, and apparently, yes, they still exist.
It still works. It still works. I let it die for a year, and I went back to my account, and they were like, yeah, we remember you. We'll reactivate it.
Nice. Nice. That's crazy that they still are even around as a company, but I guess a lot of people must still use them for something.
Yeah, I think it's people in the States who've got cable and they just want a landline phone line because they're old like me.
Yeah, and I guess at this point, like, it's so easy to do that with current technology. Like, it don't cost them more than a fucking penny to make it anyway.
Yeah, and yet the thing has lived.
Yeah. What's up to you, Wood? So
anyway,
how's my girl doing?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, she is fine. She is back to her old self.
Good.
For those who don't know, she was in hospital for like 3 months, and she went downhill, as she always does in hospital, because it's depressing as hell.
Yeah.
She was showing signs of dementia, which turned out just to be she didn't give a fuck anymore, if I can say that word.
Absolutely.
And now she's back to her old self.
Oh, good.
She is fully with it. Her carers are not fully with it, but that's normal as well.
Well, you know. Well, I'm glad she is doing well. And it's everything, and she's home,
She is doing
right?
great.
Yeah, good. Home and doing well. Good. Excellent. Always good to hear. That's my girl.
It is. She knows you. Well, she knows of you.
Crazy
she
American
thinks you're weird.
Goddamn absolutely. I take that with all positivity and respect.
Yeah, because I said, well, I'm weird too. And she said, yeah, but you're allowed to be.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's gotta be nice.
Right. Anyway, I'm going to let you get on with the stream.
All right.
But just, you've got it set up right now, so if anyone else remembers the number.
That's it. I'll give it out in a little while. Again.
Okay, I will go back to chat.
All right, bud. Appreciate you calling in, as always. Always good to talk to you.
You're welcome.
All right.
And I love you guys.
That's for y'all.
See you later.
Love you too. See you. There's Chippy. Yeah, we'll go through the show a little bit, and I'll throw out the number again. I have it on like Google Voice or just regular phone line or WhatsApp, since apparently a lot of the biscuit heads like to use WhatsApp for internationally calls. There's Ed Bird. Oh, yeah, there's Craig sending text messages. Still bing bong, not making bing bongs. It's making bing bongs here. Maybe it's not going out to there. Anyway, there's Ed. What's up, Ed? So, some news about Ed. We're having discussions, and it looks like, so you know how I just built my gaming rig? Well, it looks like Ed may be buying my 3070 out of the gaming rig, putting it in a computer that we are going to build on live stream, possibly the 4th of July weekend. If not, then, sometime after. But we're going to probably end up building him something along the lines of a very budget, high mid-tier gaming PC. We're looking to do approximately a $700 build of a CPU package that that he's going to be getting at Micro Center with a i9 12900K, 32 gigs of G-Skill RAM at 6,000 megahertz, and an Asus 790, a Z790 board. Which it's Asus, but that's you got to go with what you got to go. That's on sale right now for $400. So he's thinking thinking he's going to get that. I'm going to sell him my 3070, which is Pride and Proof. Like, you get to see it whenever I stream. I got specs up. He knows it's good. Those usually go for about 300 used. I'm going to sell him mine, a very good overclocker, for about $200. Get the hard drives and everything sorted out, cheap case, and then I will need a new video card for my gaming rig. So, while a 4090 is amazing and I could afford to get a 4090, like I could go to the store right now and get one, I cannot justify the step of $1,000, well, like $1,050 for a 4080 Super to like $1,900 for 4090. So, assuming this goes, everything moves along and it works out, then I will be getting a MSI, of course, RTX 4080 Super, OC, 16 gigs of RAM, The Ventus 3 model is most likely what I'll get. And then when I put that in this gaming rig, I'm going to have to move the motherboard up because I need the extra slot for the card. I'm going to have to pull a fan, move some stuff around, so I'll do that live stream as well, and we can install the 4080 Super. So assuming this all moves along, we're going to have an even better gaming rig, and that obviously will last me well into when it's time to build the new computer. So that is the rough plan right now for those who watch the Gray Zone Warfare or any of my gaming streams or whatever. That looks to be a possibility. All right. Oh yeah, we got to do a VertoThermoWhoofle. I'll start running my mouth. All right, let's do that. Did y'all remind me? Was I just running my mouth that much? No. Where's Miss Liz? Oh well. Anyway, she might be here. Let's do a VertoThermoWhoofle. Let's see here. Is the camera? Yeah. All right. All right. Ready? Come on. Ooh. That was a misfire. That was weird. It didn't bubble up right now. The fucking butane leaked and called up. Anyway, let's try that again. That's better. Wooble. Oh, don't get all stroby and stupid. Come on. Number 2. Number 3. And the up close. That warms up my LED lights. Ding. That's, oh, you can hardly see Freddy the face hugger in the lower left. That is a life-size posable face hugger from the Aliens series. The big thing up top is a ceiling fan blade. The lines, the hot lines are LED lights, and that blob thing in the middle bottom is the mission control camera. Every once in a while, I run off what everything is. What's up, David Garcia? How goes things? Alright. Camera's been working a lot better lately. So I don't know, I guess it fixed itself again. We'll see how long it lasts. Are you getting sooty yet? Not really, no. But I also, like every couple months when I spray the I'm an engineer. When I spray the boric acid, anti-flammable, flammable, inflammable, whatever word it is, the don't burn spray. Wow, it's really hot up there from the computer being on all day. I kind of wipe it in, so I end up wiping up whatever is up there, and then I spray it again. So I kind of clean it, as I flame retardant. There you go. Good God. C2S got all the prizes. Excellent. Did everything come in okay and of proper quality? Because if anything came in weird, like doesn't look like it's quite right, like by all means, Printify is fucking amazing with customer service, and they will replace your shit like if you have any doubts. So I'll say that again if I see Maurice come on. But like we had a customer, it's our shop. We had a customer who ordered the t-shirt, came in like looking like crap. They sent me pictures as well as to Printify. Printify went, whoa, that sucks. Sent them another t-shirt from the same print house, and it was just as bad. Like, I guess they didn't learn their lesson. And then Printify ultimately just gave them a refund for the shirt because that print house just, for some reason, it just wouldn't work. So Oh yeah, I should probably get the fucking merch bot to join. I'm going to talk about merch. So yeah. Who's spinning? Random question, but what software do you use to edit your videos? Adobe Premiere Pro 2023. It's exclamation point merch. There, Craig. Just ask Jacques Attack. They know for sure. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. Franco's got kind of that side boob thing right there. It's like that 3/4 view boob. It's great. Oh, good. So the merch was good. Good. All right. Let's see. So, 99 IQ. Why am I so fucking annoyed at software engineers? Man, I gotta tell you what. When you're in training that isn't even from the company I work for, it is for the manufacturer of the forklifts that we represent, service, and repair as a dealer, just like a car. So the manufacturer sends trainers out, and when the manufacturer says, look, if it doesn't work the first time, you may need to try and reflash everything like up to 10, 15 times before it takes because the CAN bus is overloaded. Like, wow. So you already know the CAN bus is overloaded, but you want to add more devices to it? And then like as they're going through the software, they're like, okay, and oh, every time you do this, it's going to crash, but don't worry, it still works. It's like, but this software has been out for 5 years. Yeah, they just figured it would be fine like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's, oh my God. What's up, Iskari? I don't think I've seen your name in a while. Anyway, what's up? Hey, Horvath, boob shaming? Hey, no boob. Who are we shaming someone's boobs? Oh, for those with not perfect boobs? Unperfect boobs are better boobs because they add more character. And think about it: if one's a little bit bigger than the other, if like one day you're feeling like the bigger boob, then you got the bigger boob. Like someday you need that right angle, like when you're laying down, so you just change boob. You get slightly different angle. It works out great. Plus, if they're slightly off, you're less likely to suffocate if you're buried in them because one of them will be a little bit easier to pinch over to. These are the things you got to think about. This is serious issues discussed here. Oh, yeah. I love that, Andreas. Yeah, it's not a bug, it's a feature. Oh, right. But yeah, like going on, like the training was like just the example. It's when you're out in the field and you're dealing with this and you're trying to figure out, am I doing something wrong? Or is this because they don't want to fucking fix anything? Am I doing something wrong, or is it because they expect this piece of software that they refuse to update that's 20 years old? They still expect you to run it on Windows 11 and for it to run properly because they don't feel like updating it. But what the fuck else are you doing? Because it doesn't look like you're doing anything else new or it improved because all your software sucks big floppy donkey dick. Big floppy donkey dick. Anyway, so like it's just been frustrating. And then the only justification you get is when they, when you're sent helpers, people that know the systems as well as, or hopefully is better than you. In this case, between the three of us, we all know very specific parts of it. I kind of know a little bit more than them because I'm dealing with them more often, but like we all know very specific parts. So you put the three of us together, we could re-engineer this goddamn thing so it probably actually worked. But when they can't get shit to work either, that's when you're like, all right. So I know it's not me, but that just makes me even more pissed off at the software engineers for fucking making me doubt myself because they don't want to fucking fix something because they just don't fucking feel like it. So that's the kind of shit that just fucking infuriates me. And then some of this shit, like I understand in like, as I call it, like soft or engineering speak. When you say download, you mean you're sending it to the product. You're downloading it to the product, which is fine for you. But the problem is, this is nowadays, this is 2024. Everyone on the planet says download means to the laptop, to the computer, to you. So when you put a button on there in your software that says download parameters, and we literally call it the death button because you think, oh, I'm receiving the parameters from the truck. No. When you hit that button and then you click OK because you didn't select the exact right one, you're destroying the fucking memory in the truck. And you might get it back, or you might not get it back. Just because they don't feel like changing it to upload or retrieve or send to truck or whatever. They want to leave their elite speak bullshit in there. What's up, Sharky? Like so many people have killed these trucks simply because of that button. To the point now, when training happens, we just call it the death button. We say, don't ever touch this fucking button. None of you touch this button. The only people that can touch this button are us. Because we know how to fix it, for the most part. But holy shit. TJ, to be honest, engineers probably want to fix it, but some manager or director says no. Oh no, I've spoken to the software engineers. They just don't care. Like, one of the interesting things is as you get better in the business, and like with me, I specialize in being a specialist. Like I've passed almost every specialist course that they offer, manufacturer and dealer level. And with that, sometimes you work on really fucking weird projects because the manufacturer hears, well, this guy's doing good, and like everybody talks, you know what I mean? So as my reputation has built up, I've gotten more and more phone numbers, and as you do more and more training, you train with higher and higher level people. So I have phone numbers to mechanical engineers, software engineers, just like resident engineers, the field service. Like I have lots of engineer phone numbers, so I get to talk directly to them. And a lot of times I really got to fucking grit my teeth when I do it, but no, they just don't care. Like it's not even that they're not allowed to, they just don't care. And like, it's, then why are you fucking here? Like, I'm not asking you to fucking like reinvent the goddamn moon lander. Like, update your fucking library so that Windows can find shit that it's trying to reference. And every time you tell it to click save, it doesn't go and fucking close the whole piece of software. Then so every time you need to update something, you got to restart the fucking thing. Like, no, it still functions well enough. Dude, this would take you a couple hours. You fucking know it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how software engineering works. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I used to program in BASIC. You know what I mean? That's what level I am. And I deal with Linux. You know, like I'm not some like super Linux guy, but I do okay with Linux. But good God. Harvex says, don't be pissed at the engineers, be pissed at the managers. But yeah, well, like I said, like I've nobody cares. That's the problem. You know, lucky I don't have to deal with IBM. I've heard they are kind of a nightmare, Harvac. Oh, it's the top of the hour toast. Yeah, I've heard IBM is pretty, and I believe, would that be because of an elitist, probably era to them, kind of like Boeing had up until, recently, where they were just elitist as fuck, even though they're a bunch of douchebags. Hey, top of the hour cheers. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Freco Walker, I still program in BASIC and use compilers to turn programs into machine code. No shit. God. I was sitting there the other day, like, trying to, like, remember some of the stuff. Like, I wish I still had some of the books. Like, I wrote casino software when I was, what, 12 or 13? It was 10,000 lines of BASIC. It was fucking ridiculous because it included graphics for blackjack. When I had blackjack, roulette, I had 4 games: blackjack, roulette, I didn't have oh, a slot machine. What was the fourth one? God damn, that was like over 30 years ago. But I had like, the marble notebooks, the black and white marbled ones, the composition notebooks. It was like a bunch of those that were all together. Like I didn't even like gambling because I don't like gambling money, even though I bought crypto, but whatever. Anyway, and like it actually ran pretty okay, but like I wasn't much of a gambler, but I don't mind playing gambling game baccarat. I wish I could do baccarat. What's the one with all the little spikies with the things that move? It's don't the Vulcans? No, the Vulcans play 3D chess or yeah, chess. Yeah, what's the? It's a bunch of spikes facing each other, and you like move like the little almost like checker pieces. I feel like my backgammon. That's it, backgammon. Thanks, Cassie. Like I remembered um I knew how to play that when I was a kid, but I only like played it a couple times because it was such an odd game. I guess not a popular game. That's a good K garbled. You didn't have to delete that. Machine code is so old, the program was stored on paper tape. Holy, I know exactly what that is, Rifleman. God damn. Plinko. No, Plinko. Plinko is what I explained. Was it last week? C2 asked about how they store hydrogen in carbon matrix. It's basically just Plinko traffic jam. But yeah, I've been dealing with that, and it's so bad. Like Amazon training, when they're training their operators that use these forklifts, they have to tell them if you turn it on and it errors out, just cycle the key in a couple times until it stops. That's normal. Like that's where we're at with this fucking thing. And they're getting ready to turn on stage 2, which is geozoning. Um, which, basically when it pulls up to a stop sign, it's getting triangulated by 8 million different receivers and routers, and it stops them now, like at stop signs and at the end of aisles, which is fine. But now they're turning on another fucking device on the CAN bus that already you gotta recycle the fucking key a couple times for everything to actually be able to talk on the CAN bus, because you get modules that error out because they're waiting their fucking turn to talk. They're waiting, and finally they go, you know what? I never got a turn. Something's wrong with the CAN bus. I'm going to throw a fucking code, and then the whole truck shuts down. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's as simple as tweaking the software to make the modules wait longer on boot, because at this point you have to let the fucking truck boot for a minute. You can't just turn it on, get and go. You got to fucking turn it on. You got to wait for the systems to boot up now. It's sounds like a token ring nightmare. There are, let's see, they were just tying into Amazon's network yesterday. Let's see, that warehouse is what 1.1 million square feet. So what, 330, 350 square meters, something like that. And there is a Litum. The company is Litum, Litum. They specialize they're based in Turkey, but they specialize in geofencing, geolocationing on industrial equipment. And I think they have a box about every 50 feet throughout the entire fucking building. It is, you look up, it's like fucking Starlink up there. You're like, Jesus, they're everywhere. You know what I mean? And they're banking their whole buck on this fucking beta system. It's a beta test system, and they're banking their whole buck on it. And they're going to be turning it on in possibly this week. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm glad I got a little bit of vacation saved up, because I'm probably going to just like, once the whole warehouse crashes, I'm going to be like, yep, I'm out and go home. Have you ever seen a ghost in the Amazon warehouse? There, I mean, there's various aisles have, ghosts in them. You see them more around October, but yeah, there's definitely ghosts all over the warehouse. Like, there's probably some in there just now, actually. They have little, ghost pins, too. So, yes. Otherwise, you'd probably see a bunch of steel factory ghosts walking around. Some of the code is probably so old nobody understands it anymore. It's true, Andy P, but that doesn't mean they can't subcontract someone who does know the code. And this is this is an international multi-billion-dollar company. I think they can afford to pay somebody to come in for, like, even, we'll give you 3 months to fix this software. See what you can do. Like, I think they could afford, drop a guy like 100 grand for 3 months and just fucking sort that shit out. Like, I don't know if that's a lot of money or not a lot of money, but it seems like it'd be a lot of money for me to sort some old software out, to update it. But I mean, like, again, I don't know how that process goes, but they could afford to pay someone to update it if their own software engineers don't understand it. Yes, they can pay ghosts, Mr. A Cake. We've all watched Ghost Hunters. We know the ghosts are there. We know it's all real. We understand that you can take tin foil and wrap a copper wire around it, shove it up your ass, and then you can feel the vibrations of ghosts as they're trying to tickle your bum. We've all done it, right? So, I mean, there's that. Throw it out and write it new. I mean, Horvath's got another thing. Like, oh, well, we don't want to do that because we don't make those trucks anymore. Right, so you're not going to fucking support them? Like, just because you're not making them anymore doesn't mean there aren't tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of those trucks still operating today because you make a fucking good truck. Like, the shit's durable, it's just the software is just the problem. Like, when you do have to change a part or update a module, or, something finally goes bad. Like, we have old ass laptops that we have to try and do that. Like, that's the best we can do, which is, I know that's pretty much the recommended thing they say, but you can't, like, there's now, obviously we can't get them on the internet. Wouldn't even want to try that. And then when those laptops die, like, we're going to have to try and find something else, that's compatible. Now we're looking for, we're going to have to keep an eye out for legacy hardware. And then if that runs out, which obviously it probably wouldn't. Christ, I probably got enough to supply the whole company downstairs. Christ. The best kind of bees. Boobies. I used a AA cell to extend my range. That sounds kinky as hell, Rifleman. Congratulations, though. Haunted laptops. I mean, like, when I open my Chromebook, it turns itself on. Does that count as haunted? That was kind of creepy the first time I did that. I was like, whoa, these do that now? God, I'm old. All right, okay. Needed a RS-232 port for programming the motel phone system. The software wanted it on COM2 only. Oh, fuck. Isn't COM2 kind of reserved now? It's usually, what, COM1 and COM3 that are open? So anything USB was out. Yeah, when I plug in, I have USB to serial port adapters I use for work that are the FTDI, IFAC cables, use USB to RS-232 converters and all that shit. Because they can't even, like, figure, I don't know. They can't even, like, get their goddamn protocols updated. So yeah, I think my IFAC cable is on port 10. My tracker cable is on port 8. COM1 is just stuck at printer. Because it has an actual fucking LPT port on that laptop. Like, it's 2016. It has serial port, VGA, and I think a full-size printer board on it. What car are we all driving? Asks Rasher. I have a 1995 Chevy Suburban that hasn't that hasn't moved since September because I popped a brake line on it and I just didn't feel like it. So I drive around the work van most of the time. Early laptops would slow cook your thigh muscles, says Sausage Girl. Yeah, that I had that Sony laptop I used to have from 2000. Oh my god. You could put that on a laptop tray with fans and you would still like you'd think you were cooking hams. Like I just you're like, man, I got some mustard. What's cook? Oh, son of a bit! Like you were cooking hams. Like there's no doubt. I had the first laptop I bought was this ridiculous thing after I got my job as a steel rigger. Spent $2,000 on it was called, the company that made it was called Huge B Corporation. And it was this was it 2000? It was either 99 or 2000. It had a 3.2 gigahertz Intel chip in it, which was insane. I guess it was whatever the top of the model was, had some discrete, video, external or discrete video card in it. Like a 19-inch screen, this big chunker thing, and it was so big it literally could not be placed in your lap. It was just too fucking big. But it ran really well until I cleaned it one day, and one of the screws came loose as I was putting it, after I'd put it back together, and it just rattled across the motherboard while it was on, and then it never turned on again. That's when I got that Sony laptop from my boss, because he was getting rid of it. That was 2002, I think it finally fried. And then my boss sold me his old 2000 Sony, which I had up until a couple years ago. I pulled the batteries out of it after it had been sitting on a shelf for 10 years. They were all zeroed out. Every single one of them charged back up, the 18650s in it. And after I measured them, they all have about 1200 milliamp hour capacity to them. And they're fucking, to this day, they still have that. And they're 24 years old. It's ridiculous. Like, Sony knew how to make a fucking cell. I'm pretty sure they're still pretty good at making 18650s, but like that's ridiculous. A 24-year-old 18650s with what I would call a modern capacity, modern rated capacity. Of course, you can't even get Chinese cells with 1200 milliamp hours anymore. Horovak likes the Levino ThinkPad T series laptop. Yeah, for laptops, I'm just doing Chromebooks now. The last major laptop I bought was my MSI Titan SLI 009. And that was March of 2015. It was whenever the i7 4980 HQ was out. That was like the super whatever they could get. That was like apparently like the best laptop on the planet at the time. I'd saved up for like kind of what I'm doing now. I'm saving up for like a fucking ridiculous computer build in a couple years. I'd been saving up for a ridiculous laptop for about 3 years, and when I bought that thing, it was like $4,000. But it's still using it today, like it was running last night. That's a good fucking laptop. Still plays Doom and modern games like with decent frame rates too. Iscari West says the netbooks were shite. Yeah, I don't know about netbooks. Like I understand the concept, but at this point, like I'm not trying to do portable gaming anymore. That's why I bought that Titan, because I was traveling. Still traveling a little bit here and there. And it was just convenient to have. especially like on training trips for work. Or if you had to go somewhere that you didn't want to fucking go, so you would just sit in the truck for a couple hours and just fucking, play Doom or whatever. Dong. But like nowadays, I got this. Like I'm good. I don't need to travel in game. Like I'm good. This does not travel, obviously. You don't know if you haven't seen this before. I don't know when the last time I hit this button. So obviously this does not travel well. Like that's a computer. That's the studio computer. That's the gaming computer. That's gaming and that's studio. So I don't want to degrade my gaming experience because this is fucking working pretty well. But I mean, so I don't need that. I'd rather have a laptop with like 8 hours of battery life. And actually, the Chromebook Plus I just bought has when it needs native Linux, it has native Linux support in it inside of Chromium or the Chrome OS, so I can run Steam Linux games on it. So any game I have that supports Linux on Steam, I can play on the Chromebook. On a Chromebook Plus, you can do that, which is fucking great. So now I have something with 8 hours of battery life for just doing the web or whatever. Or if I get bored, I can fire up like fucking Portal. I was playing Portal on it, like smooth as butter Portal too. I'm sure it's at 30 frames per second, I would assume, but it looks fucking great for a laptop or a Chromebook. I used a Nokia 6310 using IR Link to connect to the internet. That's rough. The battery used to last 2 weeks. Best phone I ever had. Yeah, I remember back when you just charged the phone on the weekends. Like, that was interesting. Rob says the phone box looks great. It'll look even better next week. For those that haven't seen, this is what we've been doing on Wednesday. This is the Lego Red London phone box. That's fine. It's got a phone book in it that just kind of sits in there. But this is that. We just finished putting it together. And this Wednesday, we're putting a full lighting kit in it to make the street light work. Apparently, the plants light up. There's some more shit in the phone booth. The base of it's going to get lit up. But yeah, we've been working on that. And we decided to put the old school design phone booth in there. You can see like the old timey phone sitting there on the shelf. And then next week, or well, this Wednesday, we'll be voting on the next Lego set to put together, which will either be the Doom guy, a 1 foot tall thing of Doom guy, the RV from Spaceballs, or a SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule. Oh, and yes, there is a little tiny drain on there for all the pee to drain out of the phone box. Yeah, I noticed when we were there, Sharky, when we were looking at the lighting kits, I was like, why is there 3 green lights? And then I looked and I'm like, there's 3 green planters. And then I kind of looked at the instructions, and yeah, you put little lights in the plants so they kind of light up green. I was like, that's a fucking good touch. I like it. So that's from the lighting kit is a company called Brickbling, which I talk about them all the fucking time. Not a sponsor, might as well be. But their lighting kits are fucking amazing. That's the kit that's in the Mars rover right there. The different company for the space station, which was all right. I forget who they were. I don't remember because I wasn't impressed. But that lighting kit is fucking great, and that's same company that's going into that one. Brickbling. There's no dick drawn on it. It's not realistic enough, says Craig Matthews. Yeah, I may have to get some tips from the biscuit heads on how to properly decorate the phone booth to make it more lifelike. We'll say. Oh yeah, I missed a 420. Just kind of rambling on this week, ain't I? When I got started on them douche nozzle fucking engineering bullshit. Oh, and you know, that's another thing. Maybe poke the mechanical engineers for a minute here too. If you have an auxiliary pump in a reach truck that is mounted in a terrible, terrible, terrible place and is very difficult to reach, then you put the cheapest fucking thing you can get in there because your specs are not really that great. Like your minimum specs aren't that great. So when they source the product, they go off of minimum specs, and now you have a pump that fails. It's fucking junk. So what do they do for the next version of said reach trucks? Instead of upgrading their specs, they re-engineered it just so you could then literally put the pump right there in front of your face when you open the door. It's just so that it's easier to change. Like, we're not going to fix it. We're just going to make it easier to fucking to change. See, Subsonic Subaru knows exactly the fucking thing because he's changed these stupid fucking pumps too. I work with Subsonic there. And we still work together, and we used to work with Ed Bird. But yeah, like, I can get the pumps out. At this point, I could probably do one of them pumps in about 2 hours if I'm just chilling doing my thing. And really, the hardest part at this point is just getting the fucking thing past the return hose without, you're not going to tear the return hose or like accidentally knock it off. Like, not this these fucking things would resist nuclear explosions. It's just like this spot where you got to get it twisted just, you know what, the thing where like you're getting some out and you got to get it twisted just right at just the right angle. The fucking sun's got to be over there. There better be like 5 cats over there. Your tongue's fucking this way and you just fart it and it goes boop. And then when you go to put it back in, you're sitting there for like, fucking like days just trying to find that kind of thing. It's like that. But the problem is that sweet spot is also a spot where it pops out. Like, because you got to pump it past the hose, so you never know if you're there until. So you just sit there, look like you're doing this for like 20 minutes, which you kind of are. Ah, fuck draining that tank. Subsonic, Jesus Christ, what are you talking about? I'd rather spend the extra 10 minutes being annoyed than go through that fucking mess. And at this point, I've done fucking probably 20 of them. So I'm pretty good. Just it's annoying, but it's one of those things I know that going into it, I'm going to be annoyed. So I'm usually not that annoyed because I just know it's going to suck. To get Chippy says to get a true transatlantic field, have cards for tarts stuck all over it. Have one of them say for a good time called Jenny 8675309. Okay. We could probably get that worked out. Paul Norman, I'm going to have to say goodnight, all. I had half a bottle of rum, and I'm trolleyed pissed beyond hope. Good night. Love you all. Love you too, Paul Norman. Have a stumbly evening. Be groovy out there. Hopefully you're all right there tomorrow. Hey, it lit up Paul Norman. Oh, is that what the reply thing is? Oh, yeah, look at that. If you hit the reply button on Paul's thing and go, woo, wrong keyboard, woo, woo. It's, okay, see, it sees you're actually replying to that. That's new. When did that happen? Has that always been there? I don't know that I've ever seen that before. That's pretty awesome. Look, we're learning stuff. Either way, Have a good evening there, Paul Norman. Oh, and you were the electronics guy on Twitch. There you go, everybody. Woo, Paul Norman. Good deal. I'm gonna go ahead and take a poof. Yeah, we got Pussies and Pianos in 5-10 minutes. Katrina Bryce says it is very new, certainly less than a week. That's new. That's okay. That's cool. Yeah, I've never seen it. That's pretty cool that you can reply to those now. That's good. That is nice because then, like, now you can specifically thank that person a little easier, I guess. Nice. Very good. And thank you again for the 5 pounds. Yeah, it's a pound. Huh. Well, that's good. I did notice the stream started like within a couple seconds this week as well, as opposed to like there has been a couple times in the past like few Saturdays where it was almost 30 seconds before it actually started rolling on YouTube. This was really quick. Let me see what I'm getting here on the other computer. Like what kind of let me refresh that. 1, 2, 2 seconds. All right. Well, that's running pretty good. All right. It said waiting for you over 30 minutes before the stream started. So that's weird. I don't know. That should have been 5:33. Maybe I hit 5:03 instead of 5:33. Who knows? Either way, y'all know what's up. I believe you can go to a user's channel, not even try it. Can't even tag a user or mobile. Well, yeah, if you like on the desktop, if you just normal click on something, it pops up a little menu, and one of the things is go to channel, so you can go directly to someone's channel from chat. John Key can't do it, so I wonder if it's not rolled out everywhere yet. Because that's how YouTube usually does it. They'll roll it out in stages, so it may not, the thing if you even see it, may not be available for everyone. Yay! Just because it may not have rolled out to all the regions yet. What we got here? Chippy, 2 pounds. Thank you. Appreciate this, family. You're the only people I call. Well, we appreciate. See, well, you can't reply to his. That's weird. So maybe Chippy, it's not available in Chippy's region? Huh. Oh, interesting. I don't think it would be a pay, like a pay level thing, because I know sometimes they give you different, like, I'm not saying try this, like, don't try it. But I know, like, isn't it like $2 gets you, what, like 100 characters, $5 gets you like 500 characters? I wonder if there's a level thing on that to be able to reply back. Huh. What's up, Josh Homan? How's it going this evening? Is this? Oh, yeah, okay, I remember to turn that on. Mr. A Cake fell off their chair. You probably shouldn't. Yeah, DC Allen says, no, that's not working the same. Maybe because of mod? It says Rob, no, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think that would have anything to do with it. Is it... No. Chippy's, I was gonna say, is it because Paul Norman's a goofball, but both Paul Norman and Chipmunk are goofballs, so it's not like a member privilege, and I feel like that would be something that would tell me that would happen, because if I had to have that be like a members only thing, I probably wouldn't, because it's just chat. $2 gets 50 characters. Okay, okay. Huh. Yeah, it's, but like I said, it's if it's just rolling out, it may be working some places, and in some places it's not. Kevin Hardesty, what time do the Lego streams usually start? 4:30 Eastern, 9:35 UK time. So like, a half hour past like Clive time, for me, which is 4:05, or an hour earlier than like my Saturday stream kind of thing. And Paul Norman is wasted, pished. That's fine. That's what's what we're here for. What happened there, Horvath? Horvath almost ran over a Kitty today. It just kind of run out. Hey, like that's another reason. Take care. Like seriously, that's another reason to make sure your brakes work, because you never know who or what's going to run out in front of you. Your suspension as well. That actually contributes a lot to your effective braking if you have proper suspension. That isn't just all floppy, big floppy donkey dick. Testing the minimum theory for fun. Love the stream either way. Thank you, Subsonic, and I think you just figured it out because we can reply to this one. Appreciate the test fire there. Whoop whoop. Huh. So it's a $5 thing. Okay, I guess as long as it's for everybody at $5, that's cool. I guess I'll double check. More bing bongs. Gotcha, someone bloody random. I guess I'll make sure as long as it's for everybody, then that's fine. On a motorbike, brakes and suspension are great, as I would expect anybody that rides a bike. Very good. Ran out, yes, gotcha, Horvath. After I got my bike, I realized, it's a 95 Honda, a 95 Honda CBR, a 600 F3 Super Sport. After I got it, every time I'd get on it, I'd just sink down a little bit. Like, oh yeah, this was designed for like an Asian dude. Not at that time, I was like 230 pounds. I'm like, I should probably fix this. So it's got 200. It's got springs rated for like 200 to 250 pounds on the front and tightened up. I put a new spring on the back for the rear coilover. That's for big guy. Like I got like the big guy suspension kit on it now, because that isn't because otherwise when you'd hit the brake, I would just the whole front end of that bike would dive down with my big ass on it. But once I got the suspension tuned right, it was fucking butter. Like I could stop on a dime and give you change kind of thing. That old bullshit. That old line. What? Oh. Oh, I'm like, what payment? Who? What? No, sorry. Verizon bill went through. Good. We're not going to have our stream shut down. Or is that for the phone? I don't know. One of them's like $100. The other one's $86. One of them's for fiber optic, and the other one's for the phone and watch. No, that 86, that would be for fiber optic, because the watch is the phone bill's like $109 because it's got the watch and the phone on it. Okay. Sorry, I had to think that through. It's on auto payment, so I don't really even pay attention. Rasher crashed their Yamaha R1 back in '99. My buddy, I think, did exactly the same thing in about the same year. But he wrecked bikes just because that's kind of what he did. Yeah, Subsonic. Apparently, the 95 CBR was like fucking, that was like in 95, apparently that was like one of the bikes to have, so that was pretty cool. And it still runs good. I haven't started in a little while, but I know it would fire right up. Oh yeah, we got to do pussy and piano time. Whoop whoop. All right. Why don't we get ready to do that then? And then we shall return. Soldiers girl, or sausage girl. I once tried a motorbike as a kid. It wheeled and chucked me off the back, and that was that. Yeah, that will happen. That almost happened to me the first time I tried getting on one when I was like 20. But luckily, I already knew how to drive a clutch, so I knew not to just. Doop. Although on that bike, it probably would have just stalled. But anyway, let's see here. There's Rob. Like I said, this video features Rob's other hobby. So who wants? Yeah. Before we go, who wants to? If you know, don't necessarily spoil it. But if you don't know, go ahead and take a guess what Rob's other hobby is. We'll give it a second here. I'll finish this phone. I'm just kind of interested to see what's some ideas of Pianoman Rob's other hobbies. Subsonic Subaru, I've laid them down a few times. Every time I do, I walk away for a few years. Last time was a mini bike and I broke my tailbone. Ow. Cheese making, artexing the ceiling, fermenting grapes. Larry X. Owens, what's up? Crocheting, not bad. Chronic masturbation. No, wait, that's mine. Says Mr. Phil. Building models. Growing brassica. I don't know what brassica is. Is that like a? I don't know. It sounds like you're growing like it sounds like something steampunk. Growing brassica. Banging the bishop, says Jack Attack. Well, I mean that might be one of his hobbies. But not this one. Ham radio. There may be ham involved. Cabbage things brassica, says Sharky. Well, there's ham and cabbage. Like it's a little on my screen. It is ham and cabbage, so that's a pretty good. Like I mean, either way, like fucking ham and cabbage sounds delicious. And I haven't made corned beef, ham and cabbage in God, fucking 10 years probably. I should do that again. How's my mom's recipe? Well, my mom and my grandma kind of put together. Anyway, all right. Nobody's got it quite. So we are going to flick over and push play, and then I shall feed the kitties. Let's see. That's right. That's right. All right. Volume is good. Levels are good. So I'm going to swipe, and we shall begin. Thank you, Rob, and we thank you, and I'm sure Lee's butt thanks you as well. It was very nice, and Rob enjoys doing plant things, especially with orchids. He has a bit of a green thumb, as well as a musical butt or something. Let's see. Whoop. So, Rob sent me that. That was new, and we may have another. I believe he is currently recording another one, or at least working on something. Dr. Green Thumb. Dr. Green Thumb. What's up, Andy P? How is it going? Paul Norman. Rum and piano music. Sheer tranquility. Cheers, Rob. I don't know why the pop-up always says that. It's supposed to actually have the message. Thank you, Paul Norman. My place is like a jungle, says Rob. Lots of patch cables. Hey, look, you can see stuff. Yeah, I saw the new cat a couple nights ago. I was outside, standing on the front porch. Like Ronnie grabbing food from his mom. Standing on the front porch, and like the fifth cat kind of walked up and looked at me, and I went, "Hey, what's up, new guy?" And they kind of sat there for a minute, and then they walked away. But at least they didn't freak out or anything. So that was the first time I'd actually seen them. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Ronnie needs to watch out because his mom will kick his ass if he reaches in when she really doesn't want him to. Like she is the tiny tank. That is her other nickname. Why does Uber keep emailing me? God, the fuck do I need an Uber for? Oh, yeah, where's the unknown? Are they still here? Yeah, it's Ronnie Paul. He's still reaching over to her plate. Good lord. That camera just really is not having it, is it? Hold on. Camera's going to get really blurry for a second, and then I'm going to manually clear it because I can see it's just freaking drifting in and out. I don't know why it does that. Let's see here. Really blurry. And right about there. Yeah, right about there. Hey, there's Ronnie. Just making sure because I know you're a fan of Ronnie there, and you get to watch him stealing food off his mom's plate. It's usually Lee that's stealing all the food, but I mean she still is. As you can see, she shooed away big stuff, aka Spaz. See you later, Horvath. Ah, there's Atkalar. What's going on? I just recently replaced my 2 cacti. I managed to even starve those eventually. Yeah, I used to have a cactus Atkalar a long time ago, and I think that I overwatered. Um, yeah, I kind of gave up on like I want to get a plant in here again. Like I'll probably get another spider plant or something. something it's up high away from the cats, but like, you know, helps make a little bit more oxygen up in this piece. Pardon my French, as it were. Looks like a Ronnie cat butt. That is a Ronnie cat butt there, Admiral Rascals. You know what? I just realized way back in the beginning of the stream, I asked if Sparks001, like who was that? And I don't know that I ever saw the answer. If you're still here, over on Twitch, or if anybody remembers who that was, if they answered, does anybody know who Sparks001 on Twitch is? I think I was in the middle of me just going off and not, I must have missed it in chat. Try a geranium plant. They smell if cats get in them, so kitties really don't like them. Oh yeah, I looked at the, oh, 404, okay. Thank you. Yeah, look, I do the whole, like, make sure I find plants that aren't toxic or whatever. I forget if the one I was looking at is, or is it, but it's one I had a long, no, it's not, it wasn't a spider plant, it was a, oh, what are those things called? They're like, they just get really long, and you don't have to water them that often. But they're leafy, not spidery. They just constantly stuff. Graham Shaw is the Tok'ra on Twitch now, it seems. I saw that one. Okay, so that was you. Okay. Pothos, that's it. Yeah. Is it Pothos? I think it's Pothos. Let me see. Is it Pothos? I'm standing in front of 5 fucking monitors. I think I can type Pothos into goddamn Google. Yeah, Pothos. That's exactly it. Thanks, Subsonic. Yeah, Pothos plant. I don't know if I had one for almost 10, 15 years. I think those are bad for cats, but I always had it up way high. A toxic substance. Plant cacra. Apparently, they are toxic. Yeah, okay, so I won't be getting that again if it's toxic to cats. Yeah. Yeah, I'll find something that's cool for cats and just let it do its thing. I may actually start growing actual cat grass. Maybe some catnip. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I gotta ask my boss. Have you ever planted my goddamn Carolina Reapers yet? Keep telling him to send me pictures. He's like 3D printing a hydroponic setup for growing peppers, and he said he'd grow me. You know, he'd grow me my Carolina Reapers. What is Ronnie doing? He's not. Everybody's just eating off of mom's plate. But he said he'd grow me Carolina Reapers. I gave him seeds, but I got to see if he's done anything with it yet. It says they're apparently toxic cats. According to the ASPCA, all variants of pothos are considered toxic to cats if ingested. This is because they contain calcium oxalate crystals, which can cause irritation upon contact. Signs of pothos toxicity include oral irritation, excessive drooling, vomiting, and difficulty swallowing. Because cats are excellent at masking pain and discomfort, it may be hard to notice some of the symptoms at first. Gotcha. That is from thespruce.com. Yeah, quote my, like, what is it? You, sources, whatever, that way, you know, nobody yells at me. But, yeah, thespruce.com are pothos toxic to cats. So, no kittes or no pothos in here anymore. They're like barley grass. Yeah, I have no idea. Catnip is weird, says Mr. A Cake. Well, you're saying that because you're not a cat. Now, if you're a cat, I'm sure catnip would not be that weird to you. A flat cactus? What? What? Flat cactus thing? What are you saying, Jack Attack? What am I missing here? The flat, like, I mean, the. What? Wow, Ronnie is eating, and you can't see her, but Hoofers is directly next to him, like right here in his face, just like waiting for him to move. Now they have at Kalar, they actually have catnip. All right, they have catnip. They have a catnip container. It sits right next to their treats container. I sprinkle a little bit out like every couple weeks, not too often. Sometimes they react to it, sometimes they could give a shit about it. So, and I've tried different types of catnip. Doesn't seem super reactive to them. Is it 420 again? It's always 420 somewhere. Let's see. Man, Ronnie is just going for it. Yeah, good. He's probably going to puke later. I used to have a bunch of mint growing out back, but it finally died off. I mean, it's probably because I sprayed it with fucking plant killer because it was just not doing anything. It was just full of spiders, which I thought was really weird. Like I thought that was supposed to like dissuade things on it, but something. I don't know. But anyway, cheers, everybody. Yeah, fucking Spider-Man. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Pianoman's got it. Like, it's one of the things, like, the first few years it was fine. Like, I'd walk by, grab a leaf, like, look at it, grab a leaf, fucking chew on it when I was mowing the lawn, shit like that. But yeah, then, like, suddenly there were spiders always on it. I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with that. And there's Ed. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships to the Gaggle of Goofballs. Let's see. Delta Mike, there you go. Graham Shaw, Atkalar, Nikolai, Phil, Hendrik, D Wood, Mark Scarborough, Bungie Skunk, and Oddbjorn. Welcome and welcome back to the Gaggle of Goofballs. Where there's actually, I was supposed to put a video up last night, but I'm going to do that after this stream. I'm going to get something to eat and I'll get the video uploaded. My upload schedule's been a little back and forth, but I'm working on it. Mr. AK doesn't like mowing spiders, maybe moving. I mean, I don't know that you want to mow spiders. No, don't mow the spiders. I mean, if they're outside, like you're in their house. Even the ones in my house, I will let them do their thing until they get in my way. Like, I'll let them get in my way one time, I'll move them. And if they get in my way again, then they're going outside. Ain't dealing with that. And thank you once again, Ed. See about working out that plan on building a computer. And possibly upgrading mine. Yeah, Ed likes breaking the notification thing over there. It's funny, as much as she follows me around, like she's my shadow when I'm out there. And like if you've been around a while, you've heard her like out there like meowing at me. Even though like I can be sitting in the living room, she'll walk in here and just start meowing at me. I'll walk in and be like, what? She'll just be like, yeah, you got me to get up. Good job. But shit, where the hell was I going with that? Her poofers meowing. I don't know. Let's use our fuzzy little vacuum cleaner. Spider Ranch. Oh, Rifleman says, I live at Spider Ranch. Ah, got a couple of them running around there. Indoor spiders die outside. Yeah, that's probably true. There, Franco. If spiders are in the yard, they will get out of the way. I would say that too, especially if the lawnmower goes and everything. They can feel the ground getting weird. They probably have better places to go. Waiting for her to try and take a bite out of the plate itself, or did she already try that? She does tend to bite everything. You got to be careful around her and cell phones, because she'll try to bite it and try to crack the screen, or she'll like bite it and just like run away with it. And if you can see Beefcake, he caught the hanging toy that's usually hanging. Beefcake's the cat in the far corner there that obviously hasn't had enough to eat yet. All right, I will keep an eye on them to see if anything fun happens. Making sure Beefcake doesn't have any extra food. It's nice of her. Obviously, he could use some. Slugs are annoying. They keep messing around with the cat food dish out front for all the cats. Well, the dude, Mr. Tabinator, Gray Buddy, Tuxie, and the new cat. And their cat the other day that I thought Ronnie had gotten outside. Like it looked just like Ronnie on the back porch. I was like, what the fuck? I know he was inside when I left. And like I know there's no open windows. So I finally figured out that he was home. But that was weird seeing a Ronnie like jump up on the back patio and like looking around. I was like, whoa. Yeah, kind of missed, sort of did the top of the hour toast early, sort of late. So let's do, this is, which Kush is this? What Kush is this? This is something Kush. Kush something here on this one. Cheers. Graham Shaw. Okay, folks, I am up again in 6 hours, as you do. So, off to bed for me. Good night, everybody, and thank you. And a thank you. Sleep well. Hope work is groovy tomorrow, or as groovy as it can be, as it were. Bang. Ugh. Bonk. Yes, that was not a pre-recorded bonk. That was full live bonkiness. Oh, speaking of bonkiness, so Boeing Starliner. So have you heard there's now 5 individual helium leaks on the RCS system of the Boeing Starliner, which has been a nightmare fucking project since it was started. So now they're like, they keep delaying the return of it. So because like they didn't want to interfere with the spacewalks, and they're like, oh well, that'll just give us extra time to go through the systems. Like, motherfucker, you're going through the systems extra, and you use the spacewalk as an excuse to delay the return. Again, there are more and more people saying that they should just send Starliner home on its own, and then send up a Crew Dragon, SpaceX to rescue them, or like work it out so that they can stay up there a little bit longer. Um, But like Starliner itself can only be up there for 45 days at most, and it would probably destroy the ISS by then by some catastrophic failure anyway, because of the valves on it are fucking garbage. So, guess we'll see how that goes. But yeah, there's more and more people saying, no, don't send those people home on that. You're fucking to kill them. Like it's just a flying fucking coffin. Like, yeah, if I ever have to fly again, I will never fly. Like, it's nice that a lot of travel sites you can now pick if it's a Boeing, an Airbus, or whatever. I don't care if it said Bill and Ted's Excellent Airplane Company. I'd be like, you know what? That's probably better than Boeing. Let's fucking fly that. And Airbus isn't available. Boeing equals body bags. Oh yeah, Christ. That's about right, David Garcia. Like that's no shit. Yeah, the door's probably going to fly off the ISS because they probably forgot to stick the bolts in the Starliner doors. Oh, that would be awesome. Send crew dragging up, and they could just be like, yeah, that's all right, guys. You tried. You tried. That fucking poor thing. I mean, you know, I absolutely respect the bravery of the astronauts that went up there. But, man, there's got to be a little bit of a death wish in that too. Like they cannot honestly believe that they were going to get up there without any problems, especially when they discovered the first helium leak on the first scrubbed launch, and then they went, "Yeah, it'll be all right. It's just one leak." And they get up there and there's 5 of them. Like, holy shit. Josh Oman, might be time for Starliner to hit the junkyard. Yeah, I mean, at what point is NASA just going to be like, look, well, I'm sorry, like you cannot fulfill your contractual obligations. We're canceling the project, and you just keep the fuck. At this point, I'd be like, you know what, just keep the fucking money. We're canceling this project. It is not worth it. Like, holy shit. Like, if anyone at NASA at this point thinks it would be a good idea to give Boeing more money, then that must mean somebody's getting paid on the side. But at this point, NASA has officially cut off Boeing. Like, no, this is on you. Boeing is paying for all the overages at this point, and that's why Boeing's fucking losing their mind. Because now that they're actually responsible for a fixed budget, they don't know how to do it. So. Oh, hopefully, one way or the other, I hope those two make it home just fine. Even if Starliner gets home and it comes through and everything's great, cool. It did it once. Hopefully, it can keep doing it. But like, there is not much faith in this vehicle. It is aim it at Moscow. Yeah, really, just do an re-entry towards Moscow. Whatever lands can go and hit Putin in the fucking head, knock some goddamn sense into that moron. I mean, it was originally slated for, was it 4.7 or 4.9 billion dollars, and it's already at 6.7. They've gone over that much, and they still have not had a successful flight, because launching with one leak and then finding 4 more is not a successful fucking flight in any means. Like, sorry, you know what I mean? Like, that's 5 thrusters that are down. 5 out of the 28 RCS thrusters are now down. And like, that's kind of fucking important when you're orienting your ship for re-entry in a big Bernie plasma ball. And I'll tell you what, if it didn't need 28, they wouldn't have put that many on there. Obviously, there are some redundant thrusters on there. I get that. But like, goddamn, that's a whole lot of thrusters. That's a whole lot of junk ass valves. And I can only imagine there's going to be more failures before that thing comes down. Wiferman says, when Boeing acquired McDonnell Douglas, they made absolutely sure the aircraft plant would absolutely never build another aircraft. Yeah, everything got really fucking sloppy when that merger happened. Suni seemed quite pleased, what's up, Maurice, and not surprised at all, really, about the extended stay on the ISS. Yeah, that's cool. Like, the not surprised part. Yeah, I get that. Oh, and hey, now that I see that you're here, I mentioned this earlier, to C2S. If you've gotten all your stuff, which you may have by now, if it came in and like if the stuff from the giveaway, like if anything was wrong with it, messed up with it, didn't look quite right, by all means contact Sprintify. Why do I keep saying that? Printify, and they're really easy to work with, to sort out, and they'll answer any questions. And if there's a replacement needs to happen, they are really good about that. So now that I see you're here, what's up? And did you get your stuff? And is it okay? TJ, have I had a rant about the possible DJI ban yet? I suppose you are talking about the DJI drone ban that a bunch of 90-year-old dumb motherfuckers that don't even know how to operate a cell phone properly are going to ban the most popular and most utilized by law enforcement fucking drone because they're scared Chinese fucking hackers are like stealing our photos. No, I have not yet had a rant about that dumb motherfucking bullshit yet. But I guess that's kind of where it is. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. That shows you how uneducated the fucking lawmakers are, and that's across both sides right now. I'm not even bitching about the fucking MAGA morons. I'm talking about across both sides. This shows you how uneducated people are with current technology, and they are the people making our laws. DJI is the only company that works directly with the FAA to ensure that drone pilots do not fly into unauthorized zones. They have virtual geo zones on DJI drones. You have watched me run into these before. It's like a fucking video game, walking into the invisible wall. Night Franco, appreciate you hanging out. Like, when you walk to the edge of the map and you're like walking forward, but you're just kind of moving sideways. Like, that's literally what the drone does when it updates the map. DJI is the only company that does that. DJI is the only company that says if you if you want, you can upload your fucking flight records directly to the FAA, so that as long as you're doing everything that you should be, you always have proof directly in the FAA's hands. There aren't any ones that do that. They're one of the few that majorly push for drone laws to be updated and modernized. They run 91% of the commercial drone market in the world. Most films that you see, if it's in the air, it's flying on a DJI. It's probably a Maurice. It's like a 600 or one of them fucking aggro choppers ones, the octo choppers that has been converted over, like IDDQD. Okay, what are we going into God mode for? There, Chippy. You mean IDKFA? Or do you not want the keys and you can just do IDFA? That just gives you full animo. But yeah, no, it's fucking annoying. And now it may go through that, like, it's possible that it may be illegal for me to fly my drone once this law goes through. So, like, it's fucking stupid. It's just a bunch of old dumb motherfuckers that have no idea what they're doing, and they're just passing laws because they don't know. Like, so many different law enforcement agencies have contacted them and said, don't do this. Like, these are the only drones that work for us. These are the only drones that have the advanced features we need for, like, search and rescue, looking around, hiding fucking criminals, shit like that. Like, they can throw these drones up in minutes and get infrared feeds to a fucking station, as opposed to however long it would take to get a chopper fueled up in the air, get the pilot going. Yeah, you can do that shit quick, but then they got to get to where you're going, as opposed to just drive there, throw a drone up, and you have infrared within fucking minutes. Nobody else offers a package like that. It's just like, it's just stupid. It's pure stupidity. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. There is that, TJ. These are not the drones you are looking for, says Mr. Phil. No, they are not. How's that Cushman looking? Or yeah, Cushman, EasyGo, Textron, they're all the same company now. Finding info for that Cushman, like that particular series, was kind of weird. It's like an oddball. Like I have a shitload of information right before that generation, and a shitload of information right after that, but not much for that specific generation, which is weird considering we're a fucking dealer for them. And you even go to their website, there's not a whole lot of information. It's just odd. American politicians are like all politicians, cunts, says Chipmunk. Yes, most politicians, I would say, are pretty cunty. And it's a shame some of them actually get into it thinking they're going to like help change things, and you just can't, you know. You can't throw an ice cube into a fucking volcano and expect something to change. Chipmunk just stabbed gravity. There you go. Fuck you, gravity. Trace out and draw out the harness. Yeah. Harness shouldn't be too complicated for that one. I don't think. I guess it depends on how much lighting and how many accessories are on it. But they're fun little cards to work on. I drive a Taylor Dunn around at the Amazon facility. One of them ones with the little golf cart or the little toolbox on the back. Been in a couple of the videos. Oh, so yeah, Starliner is I don't know. I really just want NASA to just say, hey, you know what? Thanks. I mean, at this point, if they human rate, if the NASA seriously human rates this, once it lands, then that is an absolute fucking red flag that someone is getting paid at NASA by Boeing to say, yes, we will rate it for human flight. Or they got fucking threatened because Boeing's already killed 2 people that were whistleblowers, had them fucking assassinated. Like, it's one of them things like, you're kidding me? As soon as they come out to be a whistleblower against Boeing, suddenly they just have these strange accidental deaths. Like, shut the fuck up. You had them killed. So if NASA accepts this flight as human rated, then it's obvious that someone at NASA is getting either fucking threatened or bribed. Because there's no way you can human rate this piece of shit. Sorry, stray mustache here. I'm not fucking. Oh yeah, all right. Delta Mike says politician duty should be assigned like jury duty at random. Avoid those seeking that power. Sort of. Give a random pool of people that would be considered qualified, but not necessarily seeking the job. That would be an interesting thing to try. Chippy says, my conservative MP, I don't know what that stands for in biscuit language, went to Westminster because of a local politico. He did decent things, even though I am not conservative. Once he got to Parliament, he had to toe in the line. Right. He had to stop being a good guy. Gotcha. 420 somewhere. Toot toot. Thank you, Jackatek. Like the politician that legislatures that pi should be 3.0 instead of 3.14259 blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't tried to pass fucking laws in America that would like change physics. Good lord. I wonder how much stock in Boeing they own. Yeah. I don't need to suddenly fall. Yeah, don't do that. I don't want to have to do all that telemetry shit again. Apparently, like you're the fucking man for that now, so you can have that bullshit. So yeah, don't talk. You're not allowed to talk shit about Boeing Subsonic. Yeah, we need you to stick around. Ugh. I guess once you're ready, I'll teach you about OES, and then you can consider whether you still want to work for this fucking company. MP equals Member of Parliament in Biscuitland. Ah, thank you, Josh. MP. See, like here, I see MP, I think military police. Massaged peener? What? Or massive peener? I So the massive pecker and parliament, well, actually, I feel like that would actually be kind of probably better fitting than just member of parliament, just massive pecker of parliament. Because from what y'all talk about, that's pretty much how that goes. They're all just a bunch of cunts and dicks. Dicks and cunts. Ooh, where'd that screen go? Oh, there it went. His local pub is my local pub. The Boeing thing stinks of Trump's is. Well, I don't think. I don't know about that. I don't think Trump would ever have been smart enough to want to deal with anything Boeing had to do. But who knows? I mean, it's definitely like a Trumpy attitude of just we didn't do anything wrong kind of thing, or just trying not to admit to bullshit. But hey, I guess they're not convicted felons yet. You know, not like fucking Trump, 34-time convicted felon. Mm. mm. IQ below 100 equal no bueno. Says Chipmunk. That is, I thought that was, at this point, I'm pretty sure that's a requirement to get into government. It really seems like it. uh, mm. And it is interesting where even the younger people in government sometimes just don't even want to try to do the changes. Like, they don't even try. They just look around and go, you know what, never mind. Like, it ain't gonna work. But sometimes it does help. Oh, well, that's just one case, Rob. He's still got, like, what, another 80 or 90 out there? Chippy says, yes, massive pecker works just fine as a synonym. Not really synonym. What is the word synonymous with? Is what I feel like, is that a word like a synonymous? If something is synonymous with something, is there like a synonym? A synonym? Oh, is that a word? Should be a word. Synonym? It's fun to say. Synonym? Synonymous? Well, synonymous, yeah, but is there a synonym besides synonym? Like, I know synonym, but like, could there be a synonym? A synonym? Yeah, like cinnamon. There you go. Chippy's got it. I don't know. It's a fun word to say. It's a little bit of a challenge. I'm a little bit high right now because I'm just not using it as much. Because it's like I'm moving past some shit. I've been having lots of. I can tell I'm going through a purge, like a memory purge right now, because I'm starting to have weird dreams. And I wake up and I go, what the fuck? And then I go back to sleep and I wake up and I go, I have no idea what that was. Like, I don't even remember what my dream was about. But I just remember waking up going, why did I have that memory? Like, why did that memory come through? And then I forget. Like, it's kind of how my brain dumps, I've noticed when it goes through purge events. So it's kind of doing that lately. And when that happens, it's actually refreshing for me mentally. So I haven't been, not just constantly fucking ripped all the time. Like, I'm finally able to just do my thing a little bit, stay just enough medicated for my fucking neck, which of course is getting worse. So as I'm trying, actually, didn't I talk about this a couple weeks ago? As I'm trying to use less, my neck is hurting more, which I mean could be a direct correlation. So I'm trying to find that balance now. But either way, if it's a weekend, I'm going to get a little extra either way, just like anybody else would if they were drinking alcohol. Just using a little more cannabis than I normally would during the week. The big difference there is when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to feel refreshed and not hungover. Because that was always a fun part of that. I should, can I get that? We need to write a song around synonym, 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 doo 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 doo, synonym,
Wow, loud.
synonym. Synonym. Alright, alright. That went pretty good. I'm getting a little bit better at that pitch bender. Hey, what's up, Mouse? You're sounding like that Muppet Oh my god, so Mouse even okay, y'all were even saying it, and then I heard it too. Nice, nice. Yeah, let's cheers everybody. I hope everybody had a pretty good laugh to that. Cheers. Boink Busky. Synonym. That is the word you're thinking of, and phonetically it is pronounced no. No, I know the word's synonym. Like I'm familiar with that, word like how that works, but I just think the word synonym should also be a word. Because I'm starting to feel like this is turning into an aluminum/aluminium thing, or, chocolate chip cookie versus biscuit thing. Or scone. I'll have a scone, please. Oh, and a biscuit for dessert. Oh, fancy. That whole fucking thing. I really got to get around. Like, I have a couple of rough designs for a biscuit head shirt, so I'll have to try to get back to doing that. All right, there, Kevin Hardesty. Appreciate you stopping by. Don't worry, I'm here all week. Ba-dum-bum.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Ginger nut. Ah, Lockwatcher, yes. You have not mentioned pancakes, at least not that I've seen yet. I may have to make pancakes again tomorrow. I did open a fresh bag of dark chocolate chips last night because Thursday night I was basically a fucking like freshman at high school, curled up in a corner, just not giving a shit about anything, like just fucking chilling, eating fucking a almost like half a bag of just dark chocolate fucking chips, just because. Not that I was feeling bummed out or anything, but I was just fucking chilling, looking like you think I just got like left at the prom or something. Have you played with AI making images yet? Asked Subsonic. I have not. Like a little bit here and there. Like everybody wants to see like, okay, naked redhead, big boobs, dark nipples, naked on bed. What the fuck is wrong with your alien fucking hands? Like, that's not hot. What the? Are you okay? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, like, just dumb shit like that. Not, not anything else. Like, and I don't want to, would, I wouldn't want to use that for, like, logo generation, I guess. Because then it's just kind of not me. You know what I mean? that, and I used to do a lot of drawing when I was a kid, so I'm not bad. And it kind of if you're pretty good at drawing, it kind of translates into computer art stuff too. You make clip art with it for other projects. Oh yeah, like it absolutely has its uses. Like I could use it for, I'm sure, coming up with shirt designs. So I just, for me, for this particular instance, yeah, I'm just kind of doing my own thing with it. You feed it biscuit head. Well, yeah, getting at that point, I guess we'd have to know if it's an English or a UK or American or a UK biscuit. Not real ice cream. What is not real ice cream? Biscuit for dessert. How awful. Well, and see, that's the other thing. Over here, a biscuit or a scone, you know, like say a fucking Pillsbury Doughboy motherfucking big ass buttermilk fucking biscuit. See, you have options over here with our taste because you can take that big motherfucking buttermilk biscuit with the butter just in it. Just you're just looking at it, you're just smelling it. You're like, you are butter. ChatGPT hallucination. I'll take a look at that in a second, Electron box. But you got this buttery motherfucker. And what you can do is you can add more butter and you can eat that. And it'll be fucking delicious. Or you can put a fucking piece of meat on that motherfucker and eat it. Even some like fucking, kind of a little bit of mustard maybe. Not bad. Or you can take it, you can open it up and put fucking strawberry jam on that bitch with that buttermilk and eat it as a dessert. Just fine there too. So we have options with our biscuits. But that's why we call them cookies and biscuits and danishes and your mom. And, you know what I mean? Like, we have different things. Deep fried potato scone. Okay, scone being biscuit, they're Ascari West. That actually sounds pretty fucking good. But then again, this is America, so deep fried everything usually sounds pretty good. Ooh, that chat box is flying. That's weird. All right, what do we got here? Ooh. Here is the image of the equation for calculating energy in. Here we go. Bottom capture. Here is the image of the equation for calculating the energy density in joules per square centimeter for laser treatment. This formula can be used to calculate the energy densities based on the given parameters of energy in millijoules and diameter in millimeters. That image is gibberish. That is, like, I'm not advanced math guy, but I can look at that and be like, what the fuck? Yeah, that ain't what? Good lord. Can I zoom? Ooh. Like, that is like, what the fuck? I mean, it's always a cool design. Like, it looks like something you'd find at the dollar store. And, like, above it, it says, like, math is awesome. And you're like, what the fuck? So, yeah, there's that. It's 42. Yeah, the answer to everything is 42. C2S has it. Exactly. D-Wood says, don't forget the apple butter. Fucking right. Or sausage gravy. Yep. Breakfast item as well. Biscuits and gravy, which I actually have the things to do that. God, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Mother French toast. Man, I could do some biscuits and gravy. I always make enough to have leftovers. Then I could re-biscuit and gravy before the Gray Zone stream. That'll be at 2:05, my usual. So, like, I'm gonna stick with 2:05 Gray Zone streams. Like, that's obviously been working out pretty good. And am going to stop doing the game, like, official game streams on Thursday. Like, I'll probably be around. Like, maybe I'll show up on Discord or something, but nothing like set in schedule. Because having that extra time and not having a schedule on Thursday, I got a lot of shit done. So, Lego Wednesday, chill Saturday, shooting people in the head Sunday. Perfect. So that's Legos, kitties, and headshots. That's my channel. Legos, kitties, headshots. Chipmunk. The biscuit head agrees with you, but no fucking scones. Apply 1.21 gigawatts. Send it back in time. Tootie scone, Lorne sausage, bacon, black pudding, and egg on a roll. Well, you could do the Loco Moco Choco. I think that's what I'm just going to call that, the Loco Moco Choco. That's the rice, the beef patty, the chicken patty. Shit, what the fuck? Rice. Oh, right, yeah, rice. Well, I do it rice gravy, beef patty gravy, chicken patty gravy, fried egg gravy, and then cut and eat all that up with gravy. And that's the Locomoco Choco, because I like to add the chicken patty in there. Like, I need just a little bit more than what it makes, and putting that chicken patty is nice, because I usually make like farm burgers. If I'm gonna eat a burger, I want the whole fucking farm on that bitch. So I'll do a hamburger patty, a chicken patty, bacon, ham if I got it, bunch of different, cheddar, mozzarella cheese, pepper jack if I remember to get it. Yeah, put that on the potato bun so we get the veggies mixed in there too. And that way you have as many representations. Oh, and onions. That way you have as many representations of the farm as possible in one burger. So a U.S. biscuit is really a sort of bread. Yes. Must be with gravy, jam, or meat, or butter. Yeah. Like, apparently y'all call it a scone. So nothing like a scone at all. So I need, so I'm going to have to make some biscuits one day and just bring them on a Saturday. Maybe I'll, yeah, maybe I can make some cookies. Maybe I'll make some sugar cookies too, because apparently sugar cookies are closer to what you guys call biscuits. Like, aren't biscuits just like plain ass and like, the fuck do you guys call them? And digestible, fucking some weird thing that makes it sound like it's something that helps you poop. Scones are awful. Okay. So I'll have to make a biscuit, some digestives. There you go. Thank you, Chris. And Pianoman. So I'll have to make some biscuits and then show you gravy and butter, and I get strawberry preserves or strawberry jam. I literally stand there every time just staring at all this shit, and I just get the one with the least amount of sugar and corn syrup in it. A bourbon biscuit. I mean, back when I drank fucking a liter of Jack Daniels every single fucking night. Yeah, I'm sure I sopped up some whiskey with a biscuit before. Andy, the U.S. Lockwatcher says the U.S. biscuits are at least the size of your fist, flaky, hot, buttery, perfect containment system for both sweet or non-sweet stuffings. Yes. Digestives were banned by the FDA in the U.S. for false medical claims. You mean like, kind of sounds like what's about to happen to Toyota? So Toyota's not only did they fake all their emissions tests on the forklift industry, they were actually banned from selling forklifts in the U.S. for a year and a half, just in case you didn't know that, because they faked all their EPA emissions. Well, last week they were Toyota fucking headquarters was raided by the Japanese government for emissions related issues, accounting issues, a bunch of lying, and all this shit's going down. Like, like the Japanese government investigated Honda. I feel like maybe Boobaroo, like a bunch of like they did investigations to a bunch of the Japanese companies, um, for various things. But with the other ones, they were just like, "Hey, can you help us out?" Kind of thing. We need to see these, and they were like, "Hey, here's what you got." And Japan was like, "Okay, well, this is a little bit off. That's wrong. Yada yada." But all right, thanks, helps, no problem. Like they didn't even try that with Toyota. They just fucking went balls out and just like basically kicked in the doors and just started seizing shit. Like what the fuck? So I don't know what the fuck's going on with Toyota, but yeah, they're not safety regulations too, falsifying crash test results. Wow, thank you, Frank Notobetti. Yeah, so Toyota, like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but this is making Volkswagen's Dieselgate look like nothing. Like, it is ridiculous. Malt biscuits with chocolate, with milk chocolate. That actually sounds pretty good, as Kari. Like I don't know how that would work, but it just sounds good in theory. All butter shortbreads. Would an all butter shortbread be closer to a biscuit? The FDA were like, nah, bruh, says Chippy. The king of biscuits is the chocolate hobnob. That is a chocolate hobnob is a biscuit. Okay. Chocolate hobnob. Gobble my nobble hobble knob. Okay, let me grab a window and bring it down here. Chill the fuck out, Windows fucking weird window bar thing. Jesus. Chocolate hobnob. McVitie's hobnobs. Those look pretty fucking good, actually. What is a chocolate hobnob? They are made from rolled oats, are similar to flapjack digestive biscuit hybrid, and are among the most popular British and Irish biscuits. McVitie's launched hobnobs in 1985 and a milk chocolate variation in 1987. They look really fucking good. Huh. Are digestives and hobnobs the same? The difference in the two is that digestives are made with wholemeal flour and baking powder, while hobnobs are made with rolled oats and white self-rising flour. Oh, right. They look pretty good. Like, I feel like I've seen something like that here. They probably just call it something different. All right, I'll have to make some biscuits next week. I guess we'll have the biscuit. Didn't we already have a biscuit stream? I don't know. We may have to have another biscuit stream. Look up Tunuks. Okay. Tunuks caramel wafers. Okay. I feel like I've had those. I've definitely had some like wafery stuff like that. Tunuks caramel. Okay. Like I feel like I've seen like is that something we get here? Like, I feel like I've seen those somewhere. Like maybe even had them, or maybe it's just the flashy red and yellow. Tunuks caramel wafer biscuits. Amazon has them. Amazon.com has them. Okay. $40 for a box of 48. Tunuks milk chocolate coated caramel wafer biscuit. Mark Pitt used to show. Oh, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's why they are familiar. Pancakes are much better word than digestives. The pancakes is a better word. It is much easier to say. Tunuks are lush. Well, apparently I can get them. So, is everyone okay? Let's see. Which key? Oh, there it is. Should I order some Canucks caramel wafers and try them first on stream? Like, I'm pretty sure I know where this is going to go, but there we go. Canucks. Let's see, how else is that available? Canucks caramel wafers. Real milk chocolate caramel wafers direct from Canucks. A packet of a 8-pack of 30 gram. A pack? What the fuck? It says an 8-pack of one. Oh, an 8-pack contains 8 wafers. Okay, okay. They want $5.50 for one. That seems excessive. Let's see. Yeah, I see where that's going. Okay, so we're gonna have to order something here. I mean, I'm sure they're fucking delicious. Problem is, I can't order too many because then I'll fucking start yarfing them down. Have I had Marmite and cheese on toast? I think I've had Marmite. Believe I've had Marmite, but I don't know that it was on cheese. I believe it was on a cracker. Okay, well, Chippy's saying use stream money. I'm not worried about using stream money. Like, that's just candy, I guess. Or, well, not candy. Like, I'm not worried about that. Pack of 3 caramel wafers, 12. Well, the wording on these is so fucking dumb. Let's see. Again, it's purposely, obviously, it's purposely deceitful. Pack of 2. I guess it's cause I guess they're expensive because I guess they're not from like around here. 12 bars package. 8 times that. Pack of 2. Got large package. Okay, that one's on sale. Alright, we'll get that one. Proceed to checkout. Alright, well, anything else I should get while I'm on here? It's nearly 1 a.m. and I made Chipmunk hungry. Dude, come on. Like, what? This is your fucking first day at the stream or something, Chippy? Come on now. I was doing not just talking to you a couple hours ago. You know the streams always turn to food as it approaches the 8 o'clock hour. Like, come on, man. I've not, like, I haven't, if I had Vegemite, it was a long time ago. But yeah, I'm getting hungry now. I'm probably I might order a crab cake. Oh, I don't know. Sorry. Whew. Products are good, but they seem like they changed in the last 10 years, says Henrik Oldcorn. Well, guess I'll find out one way or the other. I don't need a box of 48, good God. What other weird stuff can I find on that might be on Amazon that's from the biscuit side of town? Where do we get crab cakes? I get my crab cakes from Super Subs up the road. They have a really good crab cake. Huge lump crab. Like like when you start eating it, there's barely any binder in it. Really good crab cakes. The best crab cakes around that you're going to get on the fucking planet Earth, or basically in this solar system or galaxy. I'd go so far as to say would either be Jimmy's Seafood in Dundalk or Schultz's restaurant in Essex. I mean, everybody's got a good crab cake, in Baltimore, but those are your 2 places to get the best crab cakes. See, Supersonic or Subsonic Subaru knows Super Subs is the bomb. Yeah, I go to supersubsmd.com. I get their crab cake platter with fries. And then I'll usually get a chicken salad sub, a large chicken salad sub, and I'll eat that over the next day or two. But yeah, as far as where do you get crab cakes, Baltimore, Maryland. That's pretty much just go to Baltimore, Maryland. Just about any crab cake you get in Baltimore, Maryland will be a pretty good crab cake. There are obviously some that kind of suck, but yeah, if you go anywhere else and you get like a Maryland style crab cake, it's fucking lies. It's garbage. I've not found one anywhere, and I used to travel the country for work, state to state to state. I'd always get their Maryland style crab cakes, and I always got my fucking money back because I'd show them my license and go, "This is a fucking lie," and they'd go, "Yeah." So, yeah. Looks like a long drive. Not sure they'll deliver, says Nigel. Probably not. I don't think they have drone delivery yet. And by that, like, large airplane drone delivery just yet. I know they're actually, I think Jimmy's sells their crab cakes frozen. The Jimmy Seafood, I'm pretty sure they send their crab cakes out frozen. I think they actually send them in dry ice too. What's up, Penelope? Meow, how are you? Hello, Scrufdog and everyone. I can barely hear you on my computer. Sound is maxed out. TV volume is okay. An ongoing problem. Is my volume lower than it normally would be? It's actually kind of where it should be, I think. Like, has my volume dropped again? Like, how about everybody else? How has my volume been, I guess, over this stream as compared to others? I've been trying to slowly boost it up without, like blowing out the volume here. Everything seems pretty good. Volume's okay. I don't know then. Same as usual. All right. Well, maybe next stream I'll try to turn it up a little bit more because I know I'm one of the lower. Oh, we've discussed. Yeah, yeah. I know. Every time I bring it up, though, I want to check, but I am trying to make the stream louder without clipping it. I may tweak with that a little bit more. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my voice isn't that low. Did you have bigger speakers? I mean, Clive's voice, as far as I know, Clive's voice is lower than mine. Rob's never had a low volume from here. Okay. Black Roger says as it gets towards the evening, Scruff takes on a quiet tone during snack chat. Or a quiet tone. Yeah, the thing is, as I'm sitting here, I'm slowly getting more and more kicked back. That's why you see me standing up or trying to kick up. I really think this chair, like the back lock, I really feel like it's egging out. I think I'll take a look at that tonight after I get the Friday video posted. Because, like, you can kick it back and then lock it up, but it just feels like there's a lot more play in there than there should be. And I know I've said that before, I just always forget to check it. Rob says Lego volume can get distant, but yeah, the Lego one's weird because I'm usually talking over here as opposed to right here. But I mean, I could always go back to like when I first got the microphone and I was like, "Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, got that new microphone. Don't it sound great, baby? Oh." That seemed to be a little too much. I don't have the sound problem with any other chat on my computer. That's odd. Maybe it just doesn't like me. Uh-oh. Delta Mike, the beer has run out. Onto cardboard boxed wine. I haven't had boxed wine since I was at my sister's house for who knows what dumb fucking reason, like probably 10 years ago. It was just about the last time I talked to her, too. Wasn't bad, but like I never drank wine. Every time I drank either white or red wine, I'd pretty much get a headache. Just something about it. I don't know. Zap Sparky says my last computer chair had an increasing amount of give to it till one day the back just fell off and I ended up on the floor. Yeah, that's the other thing I want to check to make sure nothing's like a little loosey goosey. On tonight's 92Q slow jam on the go. God damn, I remember 92Q. God, I'm old. Is 92.3 still a thing? Well, I mean, I'm sure it's still a frequency, but what is on 92.3 in Baltimore now? Oh yeah, I know I have audio issues here and there, but yeah, it's whatever. I still need to tweak it out because I did that chat or the stats for nerds thing, and apparently it's like I'm at like negative 17 decibels or some like ridiculously low thing now. It's Mexican music now. Ah, so they went with the same way HFS did, and they just sold it to some cheap ass station. Cheers for that. Great. I don't know. See, my issue is, as far as I know, I mean, I could be like, me and OBS, it works well enough, obviously, but I have my issues with it. But like, I shouldn't be going into the red. Like, I never go into the red. I have a limiter on it to try and keep it from popping into the red. Like, I don't even, like, yeah, I can't even get it into the red when I do this. Now, do you feel like maybe my limiter is too low as compared to other channels? Because I know when I'm watching Clive, I have to turn it up a little bit more than I do other channels. So I am trying to sort out that was overmodulated. Okay. I mean, like, what if? If you're still here this late, then obviously you've been around here a little bit while. Like, what if I do? See, like right now, my microphone is at negative 2 decibels. And I'm speaking how I'm like my normal stream voice. Like, this is about the normal volume I have because, I speak a little louder sometimes when I'm looking down. And then a lot of times I'm looking over here or over there. So at negative 2, what if I went to just, there's negative 0.8. Did that even change the volume? Is it too loud? Is it more comfortable? Raise the mids and EQ to about 75%. No, the low is down 10, the mid is in the middle, and the highs are up 5. I mean, looks like I did bring my volume up a little bit. It is louder now. Penelope says better. Okay, that's good. Like, do you want me to just headphone you, like everybody? I'm at negative 0.8. I'll go to 0. We'll see what it does. But I just want to obviously let you know ahead of time so you're not like waking up your neighbors. So like right here would be 0 on it. And right now I just barely touch the red when I'm facing you while speaking. Ed had to lower his volume. Okay. Which is fine because I know you have to crank yours up. Any knock will be allowed now. Well, we can find that out. Ed doesn't see much of a difference. All right. So I'll wait for some more. I'll kind of leave it here for a little bit because I've always had it at like negative 2. But if I can just pop it up to 0 and lock it, and it doesn't have, isn't this why audio gear has a volume control? My audio is fully cranked. My mixer, everything on my mixer is maxed out. My output is all the way up. My microphone is all the way up. So at that point, the only thing left is here, or I can go into actual Windows settings and turn the microphone up too. Like there is still more overhead to turn this up. I just have to go into Windows to do it. But if like, yeah, I would expect everyone to have to turn it down a little bit, hopefully match a little bit more of what it would have to. No difference on the Bluetooth. Yeah, that would kind of make sense. Bluetooth kind of has a limiting thing in it. MK sound is kind of the same. Well, either way, some people got it a little bit louder. Seems like it may have helped Penelope, which is good. I don't know. Let's see here. Sound settings. Right now, let's see. If I move this slider, does it move that? No. Okay. So right now, the microphone, the raw microphone input is 38%. So if I am to get closer to standard YouTube volume, let's try, should we try 50%? Like I said, right now I'm at 38. I can put it up to 50. You can let me know if it's more in a normal, range of volume. Because I don't think I haven't turned it up yet, Ed. Before I do, I'm not going to turn it up without warning everyone, because I know I don't want to hurt anybody's ears more than I already do just having to listen to the bullshit that comes out of my mouth. But anyway, let's try it. So I'm going to slowly slide it up as I'm talking. It's up to 43 now. And here we go. We're sliding. We forgot to spit on it first. And this is 50% in Windows settings. Now over on the mixer, I'm regularly hitting the red now, but the very bottom red on the VU meter. So this is a little more Vaughn. Rob says that was a big increase. Mouse says sounds about the same. Penelope says it's much better. So a little bit louder. Some are the same, some are the louder. How is it as far as clarity? Lock Watchers, head imploded, like the guy in Raiders of the Lost Ark. 32 from 50, says Ed. One red clip is good. Sounds good. Louder. No clipping. Clarity is good. I can't hear much of a difference. Either way, all right, good. As Kari is heading out. All right, well, I think we're going to leave it there then. For some of you, it changed, which may be like built-in limiters or gain controls, which is fine. Some of you, it's better. Either way, the most important thing I'm worried about is just clarity. I just don't want any clipping. And I know I have a setup here that I shouldn't have to deal with clipping. So if we're all good, then that's cool. I appreciate your assistance in the matter. Oh yeah, shit. What was I? You're supposed to give me something to order besides the Canucks. All right. Good. Penelope, we have found Penelope's good spot in audio. That is good. Clarity is good. Toots. All right. Well, cheers, everybody. I appreciate your assistance. A little toot. Might have to boost the music. But yeah, I'll have to. If now that I'm pushing into the red, I'll have to. I'll definitely increase everything a little bit more. Because like even on the the video player for Rob's, like it is. I think it's only at like 20% output on the media player, and then over here it's usually at -2, but I can put that up the rest of the way. And why is this upside down? All right. Uh-oh. I got a sneeze coming in. Maybe. There it is. Come on. There it is. Yeah, I ain't trying to do that into the microphone. Good God, that would probably blow my eardrums out because I keep my monitors kind of high. Almost as high as me. Oh. Quick try just now. What's that, Jacques? Blink says, do you want the you do want the VU meter to hit just the very beginning of the red, but only when you're saying your B's and P's. Other than that, this sounds fine with what you have. So if I'm talking about big boobies and pussies and pianos, yeah, that makes sense because that's what the thing is. This yeah, actually, yeah, this actually has pieces of the old filter in it. Like the nub up here is almost 3/4 inch of foam. Scruff sneezes and my plants fall. Yeah, really. What the fuck was that? Scruff sneezed on the new setup. Lackwatcher. This particular volume, copyright Sony, monetized. God, that is fucking spot on. Jesus, everything audio. You turned your volume up. Monetized. Phew. Oh my god. Oh, after this week, it's been a pretty decent weekend, and this has been a pretty chill ass, happy fucking show. That's great. Oh boy. Oh man. No, that was weird. I saw my hands come up in the fucking thermal camera. Like, what the fuck was? Oh, okay. Oh, shall we do a VertoThermoWhoofle since the camera seems to be doing something? Let's see. Calibrate. Change color thing. That seems to calibrate. Oh, yeah, that smoothed that out really good. All right, we'll go back to, what is this? Iron bow? Yeah, iron bow. Or I guess bow, iron bow. That's the old color change. Woofle time! DLC volume knob. Yeah, God. Shit. All right, let's see. Oh. How you doing? You're doing all right. See here. Where's the button? Oh yeah, we didn't do a test crash. I mean, I do have a limiter. I have to look at the limiter. I do have a limiter turned on, so I guess we'll figure out with the test crash. Ooh, that is not soapy. Hold on. I lost a lot of water for some reason. Whoa, that's way too much water. This is going to get messy. Oh, that's going to have to wait. All right, what you got? What you got? There we go. Woofle. All right. Number 2. Number 3. And the close-up. Woo. All right. There's the late night wooflage. Order a UK soggy biscuit. What is a UK soggy? I don't even want to know, do I? Is that like a blue waffle? What is already on the corners of the ceiling making it hot before the woofles? Well, it's just hot in here because of both computers. And the LED lights kind of make some of the shit hot too. Oh, and there's a strip, like if you're looking like right here, this dark strip, this is the acoustic foam, and that's actually like wood trim. That's still vertical before it gets to the ceiling up there. That's warm because we just set it on fire, and the LED lights are there and there, and that is the corner of this monitor. Because that's just kind of how everything just kind of got crushed in. And that's the camera, the other camera. Oh, it must be the lights and behind you, yeah. The little bot, yeah, that camera is this camera. So that's always hot. And the other thing I'll show you, if you watch my game streams, the easiest way to show you this is with the thermal camera, which is fucking funny. Nothing jack attack, actually, I'll show you in a minute. But if I move the thermal camera down, do you see this dark line right here? That's a 3/4 conduit, electrical conduit that is mounted to the wall right there. And then over here, it sits on the wall I built. And that's what I put the sheet over, the green screen over for the gaming to, you know, black out the background. But yeah, that's the green screen pipe. Let's see, slide the scale. Let's see. So you have to like unlock it. Oh, okay. Just adds more contrast. Yeah, I guess it's more of a filter. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's actually changed. See, yeah, that's right. So it's changing the bottom temperature threshold, but you can't expand it upwards for some reason. Like it's weird how it works. Where's the lighter? Ah, you gotta click it to reset it. Oh, I see. Why doesn't it auto reset? Like it auto resets down, but it doesn't reset going up, so it causes that weird flicker. I don't know. Maybe it's like a bug. I've been trying to get the slider thing to work properly, but it just kind of fights you a lot. The circles seem to have disappeared, says Zapped. Yeah, the that part right there. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it seems like when that works, the camera works better, and that new one over here, just kind of came and went. So I don't know. As far as I can tell, this thing's overheating to the point where it just resolders itself and fixes itself, and then it overheats again, and then it resolders itself. Like I don't know. That's what I'd tell myself so I can sleep better at night. Slash Nick Chip Drunk says Chippy. Yep. I saw over at on Clive stream a bunch of people were talking about IRC. I used to love IRC. That was fun. Used to run a couple servers for some websites. Looks like there's another circle near the mission cam. Oh, that's the heat. Okay, here, I'll show you. So you're talking about that right there, I'm guessing? And that is literally the heat from the camera being on for hours. It's just rising right to that spot. And that's warm up in the corner up here from the lamp. And then, that's the monitor, and LEDs are just hot. But yeah, that spot right there is from the camera itself. The wiring? Oh, well, let me see. I'll go touch it, see how warm it is, to see if the camera is making it look worse than it is. Hold on. Because it's actually been on for like 2 days because I keep forgetting to turn it off at 100%. Nah, that's probably maybe 5 degrees over ambient. Like it is that it may look brighter. That may just be because it has that clear gel stuff over it. That maybe that's affecting the what's the word, emissivity of it or something. But nah, it's barely warm, and that's pretty good because it's always hot up there because of all the heat from the computers. So no, that's fine. But yeah, I keep forgetting to turn that one off because at night it's usually on red, and then I just leave all the lights on red at night anyway. Emissivity. Actually, that word is in the app somewhere. IRC is still around, although not as prominent. Lacks mobile support. Yeah. The last version of Merc I ran was, how was it? Feel like I went from, I'm feeling like it was, I don't know if these numbers are right, but I'm feeling like it was 5.92 and then I went to like 6.11 or something like that. Remember, I had to update a bunch of scripts, but like in efficient ways. And then it turned out a lot of their shortcuts they had made in Merc were actually slower than just doing it the long way. So a lot of my scripts, I ended up going back to writing the long, like, uncondensed, one command does 4 things or whatever for you. Just typing out the 4 things actually works faster. Really pissed off my other server administrator because we'd have script battles and he could never fucking beat mine. He's like, but there's so much bullshit in yours. I'm like, yes, there is. Because he just it never clicked in his brain that doing it specifically in order, not having a group command was just faster. Great for text-based Dungeons and Dragons, says Subsonic. Yes, it was. Did that a couple times. Chris is going to sleep. Good night, Chris. Thanks for hanging out. Nighty night to you too. Can you order tonic snowballs there? What are the snowballs? Like, does that have anything to do with coconut? Because coconut is not great. Not real big on anything coconut, actually. Beers. No, I'm not big on beer. Don't be setting the beard alight. Yeah, I'm not trimming my beard with a lighter. Yeah, not doing that. Cake and marshmallow things, okay. So what are those? Those are the, where was it? Shit. Tunic's snowballs. Okay. Tunic, where's the mouse? There it is. Keyboard. Tunic's snowballs. Tunic snowballs. Yep, I can get snowballs. So I should get, oh, coconut. Nope. Coconut covered marshmallows. Yeah, I don't, that's what I figured. Yeah, I don't do the coconut thing. Anything, I just do not like the consistency and like taste of coconut stuff. So I will have to pass on those. Appreciate the option though. Tunic's caramel logs. Is that just bigger? Oh, there's tea cakes. How are there tea cakes? Tunic's tea cakes. What is in these things? Customers like the taste and condition of they. The mentioned chocolates are great and marshmallows aren't overly sweet. Reported cakes, they melt easily. I mean, that's going to happen. Okay. Good flavor, but crushed, damaged, yummy, good. They're good if they arrive okay. I can try some tea cakes. They have a dark chocolate tea cake. Oh, y'all just fucked up. Hold on. Can I get that motherfucker? Man, dark chocolate, that's my fucking jam. Dark chocolate tea cakes. You dirty motherfucker. Right goddamn there. Huh. Well, I'll be a son of a bitch. And I actually am. That she was a fucking cunt. All right, I'm gonna add that motherfucker to the cart. And Tunux. Saw something else, an interesting search. Tunux dark chocolate caramel wafers. Is that a thing? Or is that just other people carrying dark? Oh my motherfucking god! They have dark chocolate. I'm getting those too. It's dark fucking chocolate. It's dark chocolate. Like that's just gonna happen. All right, so I guess we're gonna have a Tanooks night. I feel like I should probably like stock up on some extra weed for that night and just kind of get a little high and have a bunch of fucking Tanooks and be up all night and probably finally break that diabetic barrier that I've been told I was gonna break one of these years. All right, so we got Tunnock's dark chocolate wafers, Tunnock's regular wafer thingies, and the dark chocolate tea cakes. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get the regular wafer thing. Like, let me at least get it from a prime vendor. All right. Yep. Okay. Go to cart. Blah, blah, blah. Where should I have that sent? Ooh. Should probably have that sent to work so that it's not sitting in a prime locker at 5,000 fucking degrees while I'm at work. Yeah, we'll send that to work. Use my card. We'll use some prime points. Might as well. Use those up. Waiting. Snickers in the freezer are great. I've heard Snickers in the freezer. Oh yeah, 420. Sorry everybody. Happy 420. I'm buying fucking chocolate wafers. Like it's pretty fitting for 420. But yeah, happy 420. All right, arriving. What's the 19th, 18th? Tuesday. Should be showing up Tuesday. All right. So Saturday we will be having a Tanooks stream apparently. And I will try them all on stream, which means I'll probably hit the dispensary as well and get like a 5-pack of joints. You're going to need a Tanooks factory in Maryland shortly, says Jack Attack. Hey, you never know. Like, I don't know, though. I don't think they could fuck with a burgers cookie. Ed, Subsonic, tell them about motherfucking burger cookies. You want to talk about one of the most goddamn delicious fucking cookies I've ever goddamn had. Like, they're not my favorite, but as far as store-bought goes, they're at least probably they're in the top 3. Like it's just like a shortbread wafer with this fucking chocolate fudgy thick blob, like ultra blob on top, and it is man, like you're eating too much. Like let's just face it, like let's face it, most of my audience is pretty close to my age, some younger, some older. But most of us watching here at this point know that you've had too many cookies when you wake up the next day and take that morning piss and you're just like, God, there's so much Cheerios in here. Fuck, I ate too much chocolate yesterday. You know what I mean? Like when you just way overdo it on the sugar and you can just smell it in your piss. Hey, that's what we do here if you're new. Like it always leads to that with those burger cookies. I can, Anyway, sorry. It's an almost sexual experience when you just tear into them fuckers. They're not a sponsor, just goddamn delicious, and like they're made here in Baltimore. So, Aldi has a version of the shortbread chocolate covered. Yeah, I tried that. It sucks. Does not compare to burgers. Like it's kind of generic. Sorry, Lockwatcher, not dissing it if you enjoy that, but it's definitely not a not a burger cookie. And that's Berger, not burger like cheeseburger. Try Terry's chocolate orange. All right, we'll have to do that on the next biscuit batch, the biscuit taste test. Like, take notes if you need to, Rob. You know, just like how we're talking about different Legos and stuff. Like, we are getting to the point, you know, we may have to buy some Legos shortishly. So, we'll everybody take notes on what you want, and then when I go, one of these days I'll start a thread and we'll find out what the next Lego set is to purchase. Because the channel funds are currently up to somewhere around 1,300 in the channel fundage. Or was it 12? Oh, was it 1240? It was a 1248, I think it was. Our last check, and then the channel fund thing will come in. It looks usually the 21st of the month, and then I'll update everybody on how much we have for our next Lego purchase, and you know, games and stuff and whatever. Actually, I looked in, I talked to Steam, and I can't apparently give away the supporter version of Gray Zone Warfare because it's the way that particular DLC is tied into your account and something weird, and it's like, okay, whatever. But if I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me open up Steam on the other computer. If I'm not mistaken, I can give away the tactical version. Hold on, let me run this real quick, because we are going to be doing that soonish, because I did say I wanted to get it out for the next patch, and the next patch is in testing right now. Like, when it's time, I'll do a video that gives you, like, kind of rough system minimum requirements, to know if you should even bother entering the contest, to be honest with you, because if your computer can't handle it, then you'll never be able to play it. So let's see, what can I give away? Am I still able to? Nope, that is the wrong game. Gray Zone Warfare, not just Gray Zone. Yeah, I can give out we'll be giving away the Tactical Edition, which is the first level of supporter. It comes with whoop, that's weird. Comes with extra guns, little extra money, an extra backpack, extra storage, little extra storage locker stuff. But we'll be giving that away here within probably the next couple weeks. Boink says, "Oh, I'll put it on my wish list." Do you have a system that can handle that, Mr. Boink? If that's what you're talking about? Or some kind of food thing like burger cookies. C2S says brickable mock. Alright, let's see. What do we got for mock 29832? Chevrolet Advanced Design Cheech and Chong's ice cream truck. Oh. I was thinking the big pot truck at first. Okay. Nice Dreams, Cheech and Chong's ice cream. That's not bad. Let's see, how much is that? Wait a minute. That can't be right. There's no way that's $10 for 2,900 parts. Or is that like the plans for like $10? Probably. Oh, red rebrickable. Okay. Is that actually a kit for sale somewhere, or is that just for, yeah, it looks like it's just like the instructions are for sale. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, I have no way to source any of, like, bricks. I do like the design, though. Oh, it's actually got a little engine underneath there. Actually, oh, you actually build the, see, it's like it's a cool set. It's a cool deal, build the chassis and everything. But yeah, if that's not in a set, there wouldn't be much I could do with it. That is nice looking, though. All right, so the order has been ordered. I'll let everyone know how that goes. Lime marmalade. So I've had various marmalades. I never had lime. From the distance, the phone booth looks like an old Coke machine. Yeah, I can see that. I have to get like somebody in there like to actively take. I have to like try to turn it into like a little water fountain with like a little guy peeing in it. Blake says, I'll go check Gray Zone and see if I'm good or not. Yeah, that's I don't know what they list for minimum requirements, but it's basically a 2070 and up. To really be honest, like you can kind of roughly get by on like a 10 series NVIDIA, and I have no idea what would work on AMD. I don't follow AMD shit anymore, well stuff anymore. But you really need to have like a 2070 or up to get Gray Zone fairly playable. Marmalade with peel or without? Okay, I can do that. That's actually pretty good one. Where do I have chat here? Hold on, let me figure out where y'all are. Okay, there's y'all. Why is that? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just blah, 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 blah. Start poll. Start poll. Why can't I start a poll? Oh, there's already a poll. Oh, the fucking God, there's already a poll. So to order the tonic. Yeah, everyone says yes. Okay. There we go. You can tell I'm really I just run one sometimes. Okay, marmalade, or however you spell that. I think I spelled that wrong. Oh, there we go. Marmalade with peel. Without peel. Can I apply to my genitals first? And there we go. Scruff in space. I do believe that is this button. Scruff in space. I haven't actually hit that button in a while. I really need to like label the damn things. 99 IQ, is that a minimum required to participate? If so, I'm screwed. No, you got to be at least, I mean, come on, Sam. You got to be at least at 101. I mean, come on. Give yourself a little more credit. You know, I think you'll be just fine jumping in there. I can't imagine there's a whole lot of double-digit IQ motherfuckers watching this stream. But hey, you never know. The fact is, most of them are so dumb they don't even know it. So... No likey marmalade, says Jacques Attack. Mr. A Cake, I'm in lower IQ number. I doubt you are, Mr. A Cake. If it doesn't have the peel, it's just jam, says Delta Mike. I have heard that about marmalade. Apparently, many of you would like to apply it to your genitals first to find out which you prefer, which is very understandable. Spiderless? Well, yeah, I don't think anybody wants spiders in their marmalade, Mr. A-Cake. I believe that would go without saying. Believe? Yeah, I'm good with marmalade. Like, I know when I have had it, it's always been with peel. I don't come across it very often. Usually, if I run into it, it'll be like, you know, somebody goes out to Dunkin' Donuts, buys a shitload of bagels and donuts, and then like they usually show it with like orange marmalade. That's kind of like the standard over in America. I don't know how that is elsewhere in the world, but generally, if you ask for marmalade at a store, they usually have orange marmalade would be the first one, and then if they have other options, it usually expands from there. But that's usually when I run into it, and I usually try to get it because I do like orange marmalade. Full spectrum THC marmalade, says Subsonic. I'm pretty sure somebody has to make that. Maybe not here, but you know, fucking Cali's got that shit somewhere. That would be fucking delicious. The problem with that is, from my understanding, citric acid fucks with THC. So I don't know how much of that is true, if that's a thing. I've heard that once. I never like bothered to verify it. But I don't know. Buy a can of orange mix and make marmalade at home. Well, there you go. Orange marmalade with peanut butter is very good, says Admiral Rascals. Yes. Well, someone with 130 IQ would know that, yeah. When I was last tested, about 15 years ago, I was at 137. I heard the vitamin C thing and THC too, says Rob. Okay, so probably causes cancer. Yeah, put the two together, it causes cancer. That would be fucking great. There is a 3-fruit marmalade, so lemon, orange, and grapefruit with the different peels. Really, Fama, that would actually sounds like really fucking tasty. I may have to look for that. There's a place around here called Richardson's Farm that does a lot of in-house jellies, jams, preserves, marmalades, stuff like that. I would probably be able to find that up there. I know they have a big berry mix marmalade that I used to get up there when I would run up there. But now they have it's a nice little like country store-ish thing kind of deal going on. Some of the stuff they sell is just merch, like, you know, shit you can get at other stores, and a lot of it is in-house grown, be it meat or fruit or plant, you know, veggies, stuff like that. Subsonic would like some good chutney. What is in chutney? I don't think I know of chutney. Branston pickle. Is that something I have to bend over to get there? Like, what is a Branston pickle? Let's see. New Chrome tab, or Chrome, new fucking Brave tab. Branston pickle. It's listening. It popped right up. Branston. What? The English food, best food, Branston pickle, sweet pickle. First, what? Vegetables. Carrot, rutabaga, onion, cauliflower, sugar, onion powder. What the hell? What does that taste like? That sounds like gross. It's amazing with cheese. Okay, it looks weird, but I mean, I would try it. Like, I'll pretty much try any food once, as long as it's not like. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably try any food once. Probably. Maybe not like weird bug stuff. Curry? It's very vinegar based. Okay, well, I'm used to that with most hot sauces around here are just fucking red vinegar. I draw the line at internal organs, says Sam Online. They're fine. Like, as soon as they stop kicking and screaming, they're a lot easier to get out. And at that point, while they're still fresh, like, you get them on the frying pan, they really crisp up nicely. Because since they're already up to, you know, about 100 degrees anyway, like, they cooks through easy. You can get them crisp, kind of like those burnt ends like you get with roast beef. It's really good. Except for liver. Now, liver just sucks. I had to eat that shit when I was growing up. Just talked about that. I always made my parents make a shitload of fried onions and mashed potatoes, and I would just bury it, the liver under there, and eat it like that with a lot of butter. Like I would take my mashed potatoes and do like the fucking like butter lake in the middle. And then half the time I would just scoop into the butter lake and scrape the bottom and eat those mashed potatoes and just had it until it slowly caved into just way too much butter. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see if, like, I'm not going to get it now. This will be another one of those things that if I can get it. Cranston pickle. Like, I can get it. So keep that like on your post-it notes somewhere so that next time we do a biscuit head taste test thing, I can get that and the thing Rob was talking about. Liver as such, nope, says Atkalar. But there's liver in dumplings for soup broth around here that's yummy. Yeah, I mean, if you do it right and it's flavored right, like, texture's not horrible. It's just not big on, like, fried fucking liver. Bruh. Pate. Yeah, I've been trying to find some decent pate, like a meat pate, just to see, like, what the hell, like, I've never really had a meat pate that I can, like, I guess, I know I've had Braunschweiger, which is kind of a meat pate, I guess. I love liverwurst and Braunschweiger. I don't really like Spam. That's just never, it's just too salty for me, I think. I've had haggis before and it was good. I don't know how genuine it was though. So I would like to try that if I ever can ever get a chance to get over to the UK, I would like to try it in its proper location. Spam is mush. Yeah, Spam's just salty. Ugh. Oh, good. Yeah, almost all organ meat is better when fried in bacon grease, says the redneck atheist. Didn't help liver though. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, everything really is better when you fry it in bacon grease. Like pretty like a cup of coffee tastes better if you fry it in bacon grease after you pour it. I'm just saying. Like I'm here to try and help you out. I'm here to speak the truth. You know what I mean? Like this keyboard would probably work better if I fried it in bacon grease. But then I'd probably eat it, so I guess it wouldn't work better because then I would eat it. So, okay, maybe not. Rob likes ox tongue. I've tried cow tongue. Was not really impressed. Armored potted meat is meat pate, says Gassy. I don't know that I've seen that. Let's see. Armor potted meat. Now, is that an American thing or is that a biscuit head thing? Yeah, there's armored potted, popped right up. Love that shit. I feel like I've seen that. Isn't that around here? That doesn't look like a biscuit head thing. But I can see if I can get some. Maybe we can do a comparison if I can get biscuit head pate over here. Maybe we can do some of this armor potted meat. I mean, shit, if Dollar General sells it, I actually might be walking up there tomorrow to grab some snacks. Armor potted meat. Why is chat up here, bro? All right, so it seems like everybody likes marmalade with the peel. 22% without the peel, and 19% would like to rub it on your genitals first to figure out if you like it, which, as I said before, absolutely respect that. I would not want you to make a rash decision or feel as though you were forced to make a decision when you were uneducated about the situation surrounding your genitals. Potted meat is pate in such a small jar your knife only just fits. Spam is one step above dog food, says Frank Notabetty, but fried like bacon and sliced thin on toast with cheese and mustard was my grandfather's favorite lunch. My grandfather really liked eating Spam as well. I think just about the same way. And if I'm not mistaken, that's because that was kind of like a way they used to run it in the military. And a lot of dudes really got into that flavor thing as opposed to getting tired of it. Apparently, like my grandfather said, like he was real big into finding spam when he was in the military, or like spam-ish foods. Spam was big in World War II, says Grant Rennie. Yeah, like that's yeah. I feel like a lot of guys just kind of hooked onto it, which I get. You know, like if you're in like a traumatic situation, like actually like fighting in a war, if the one of the few things that gives you happiness and positivity, like having a warm fucking hot like spam sandwich, because you're usually eating cold shit out of a fucking MRA while you're getting shot at, but if you can sit in a barracks and have a warm hot spam sandwich, like you're going to carry that with you for the rest of your life as a positive memory that really helped you get through some tough times. And that, to me, and this is all in my opinion, but that, to me, in my opinion, is why a lot of people really, like, especially older gentlemen, really like spam and like a specific odd arrangement. All right. It's cheaper than meat and keeps well. Yeah, well, that too. You can get a thing of spam, and it's you buy it once, and like if you don't ever eat it, you can just pass it down to your generations. Somebody eventually will get around to eating it. A corned beef sandwich is very nice with Branston pickle, says Pianoman. Okay, like we'll try a couple different things. Like the next one around, I'll get that, and you tell me. Like, hopefully, we can find a UK item that that I can get off of like Amazon that would go well with it. Something like that. But we can always do like a poll thing of maybe like we'll pick 4 things and then we'll do a poll and we'll take like the top 3 or something like that. Like 3 items at a time, maybe. Grant Rennie, have I seen Steve MRE 1989 on YouTube? I have seen literally every single one of his videos he has ever made. Every time he goes like 3, 4, 5 months, like, and doesn't release a video, I'm like, dude, is he all right? Like, is his social media's good? Like, how's he doing? You know, like you're always worried he's going to eat something and like fucking. I think Steve is fucking great. Put that out on a tray. You know what I mean? I've actually said let's put that out on a tray. I think in one of my live streams, I may have done that as I was taking something apart. But yeah, I use that line a lot. Like even at work, I'll be like, let's put that out onto a tray, or open something up. Nice hiss. Yeah, I love fucking Steve. He's awesome. Does Canada have national service? What national service? Like a spanking service? Like, does Canada have a national spanking service? Like, can you make a phone call and have someone come out and spank your ass? And I don't mean like come collect taxes. I mean like actually like come out and spank your ass. Like that'd be all right. It'd almost be worth a visit to Canada for that, and just to listen to everybody say a boot. Oh, that, and watch apparently everyone in Canada, like we speak like this, but I guess everyone in Canada like talks like this when they like talk, because they're all a bunch of flatheads, something like that. That is not a comfortable way to speak. I don't know how the Canadians do it. Bunch of flapheads. They're not hingehead, they're flapheads, Rob. Get your insulting terminology right, man. Flapheads. Frank knows what's up. What up, buddy? Come on, guy. Terrence and Phillip. That's a fucking great movie. Bunch of uncle fuckers. Used to love watching the two fat ladies cooking show. Says Lockwatcher. I feel like I've heard of that. I mean, look. Let's face it. If you turn on a cooking show and there's a fat person cooking, it probably means they make pretty good fucking food and you should pay attention. You know what I mean? Especially if there's some fat person, like, and I'm not trying to use the word in derogatory sense, I should say, just kind of carrying on as the haha reference here, but like seriously, an overweight person, especially if everyone around them is overweight too, that means they know what the fuck they're doing and you need to pay attention. Just saying. They are dead now. Okay, well, that's not great, but that's probably because the food they made was so fucking good that it just was terrible for them. But you know what? It's good food. Yeah, pea hat fat. That's it. Pea hat fat. Cooking with lard. Oh, they knew exactly what the fuck they were doing. If they were cooking with lard, hell yeah. What's up, Jonathan Hughes? We're cooking with lard here. Like, sir, if you're gonna go, fucking lard it up, lard it out. Just go. Like, yeah. Mm. Ow, ow, ow. Why does my knee itch? That's weird. Two fat ladies traveled around on a motorbike and a sidecar. Probably just a TV thing and not in real life. I don't know. There, Sharky. You never know. Some of them, I've seen some pretty big people riding in motorbike and sidecar setups, so that's entirely feasible. Rob says, "Why die thin and hungry?" There you go. There you go. Speaking of hungry, it is almost 9 o'clock. So we are almost. What the fuck is going on here? So chat says it's 8:51. My clock's, but this computer says it's 8:53, and this computer says it's 8:52. Why are two computers? Why are they not synced the same? Like, what the fuck, Microsoft? They're on Windows 11. I thought by Windows 11 you just took everything over, or are you purposely trying to cause a problem? So why is this one say it's 8:53? Let's see. Let's check its settings, shall we? How do you check the settings here? Adjust date and time. Last synchronization was May 3rd. What? Sync now. And it just changed. I saw it go 52 and then 53, just as it actually changed to 53. Why is it not synced in like over a month? I thought that was supposed to like, yeah, sync time automatically. Like maybe you should try that every fucking once in a while. Holy shit. That's weird. All right. Bill Gates is stealing Scruff's time again. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where that is. I guess that's why that time was weird, because it was comments. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway. All right. Different time syncs. Yeah, they're both synced to time.gov, but just that one hadn't synced in a while. Let me see when the last time this one is synced. Let's see. Because this is what we do on Nerd Chill channels. We check our time sync. This last synced today at 3:30. And this is synced to time.windows. Let me see. What one? I thought this was time.gov. Let's see. Just time and date. No, this is time.windows.com. It just never fucking just forgot to synchronize or some dumb shit. All right, I'll have to keep an eye on that just in case that makes things weird again. Jonathan Hughes, I saute cabbage in bacon fat. You're fucking right, you do, brother. You are fucking right, you do. Welcome. Welcome to the Gaggle of Goofballs. Man, I don't know. I may have to make some corned beef and corned beef ham and cabbage. I've not made that in a while. Man, that was good. And it's just not like it's a complicated recipe, man. You just get the cabbage, you throw in the corned beef, you throw in the ham, just a little bit of salt and pepper. I throw in a dash of minced garlic and a pinch of Old Bay and just boil the shit out of it. And that's it. That's it, baby. Again, that shit is fucking good. It's really simple and it's fucking good. Good.
Oh, baby, it's so good. You just want to eat it up and just put it in your mouth. Like, oh, baby, that is some cabbage right there.
Like, it is really good for being that simple to make. Yeah, everyone synchronize watches now. The Irish know what they're doing. Yeah, they come up with some good motherfucking recipes. You ain't wrong, Jonathan. You are not wrong. My grandmother is Irish. Well, a couple of them were. Corned beef and cabbage with rice. Yeah, I've had it over rice. That's good. It's good to mix it in there a little bit on top. You don't put it in with that stuff because then it goes. But yeah, it's pretty good on top. I've had it that way. I usually skip the rice nowadays, but I have had it on rice. And look, let me tell you something. If you've never done this, which I don't know how you can exist on this planet if you've never done it. But if you've never put gravy on rice, just rice, please do. Like, this is a very important experience in your life. If you've never done this before, like, please come closer. Listen, look. If you really want to up your game on the rice experience, it can even be plain rice, but you should really go for a slightly seasoned rice and just put the gravy right on top of it. Maybe mix it in just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, because you need that separate rice flavor. And then just eat it. Underscoop, not through the top. Underscoop. It'll hold together. The rice will bind. The gravy will help. Underscoop. Consume. You don't need anything else. And that's all. It's delicious. All right, so try that. Jasmine rice is really good. I haven't had jasmine rice in a little while, but no, I do actually have jasmine rice every once in a while. That's good stuff. Yes, gravy on the rice. Gravy on, or the rice on the gravy. I suppose you could work backwards too if you get it, if the gravy's thick enough. You know what I'm saying? The Virgin Loco Moco. Is that gravy free? Oh, I see. Ah, yeah, no meat. Ah, no meat and eggs. Nice. The Virgin Loco Moco. Gravy is somewhere else in what? Okay, Mr. A Cake is glitching out right now. We'll get back to him in a minute. My neighbors have boiled dumplings with pancake syrup. I always grew up in soup or gravy with them. Yeah, usually with dumplings, I usually do chicken and dumplings, but gravy or pancake syrup on that's yeah, well, usually when I do Bisquick, like you do the recipe for Bisquick dumplings. You make your dumplings, you boil the shit out of some chicken, salt and pepper, lots of butter, and that's it. Boil that. The butter gets into the dumplings, soaks them up, gets super buttery, super awesome, and like that's all you need. You get it out, put a little bit of salt and pepper on it again to flavor. Like some really simple recipes that are just really full of flavor, and you wouldn't know it because a lot of times people want to take that recipe and go, "Oh, I can make it better," and then that's just been a couple times people have tried to make that recipe better, and they've been like, "Yeah, sorry," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm telling you. That's why it's been around for 100 years, you douche nozzle." Frank Notabedi, I like mushroom gravy, especially with rice and chicken. Yeah, I actually have rice, mushroom gravy with me. I like mushroom. I'm not real big on mushrooms. Like, I kind of got to be in a mood for them. Like, I go on steak usually, as long as there's onions with it. And various things here and there. But mushroom gravy, I find it to be really fucking good. And the reason I know that is because when I was vegan, I had to eat it. And I went, actually, this is good. I can keep eating this. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. British dumplings are not American dumplings. British dumplings are fist size or bigger. No, yeah, the dumplings I make, they're about as big as my fist. Like they're as big as the piece of chicken leg. Like the big, chicken breast. Like they are fucking big dumplings the way I make them. Usually they're actually usually, it's almost like if you take a baseball and just squish it a little bit. They're about the size I make my dumplings. I get the feeling that a Scruff even has just a bowl of cereal tonight. It's going to have gravy on it. You know, I went to have cereal last night and I don't have any fucking milk. I was like, are you kidding me? So I may have to use cereal on my Cheerios tonight, Locke. So I'll let you know if I do. I wouldn't really hold my breath. But if it gets that desperate, I may have to use gravy on my Honey Nut Cheerios. Like, I like all the Cheerios, but the Honey Nut Cheerios, for some reason, like, it's good. Oh, yeah, 9 o'clock. Top of the hour, toot. I think the dollar store up the road may have almond milk in it. Like, I'm fine with dairy milk. I can drink it, but I don't buy it because I get that dairy aftertaste, like, fucking thing all the time. And since my body is kind of trying to figure out if it likes dairy or not, it seems to be liking dairy right now. I'm not going to push it. And I just kind of fucking think the flavor of almond milk tastes better anyway. Just plain unsweetened almond milk's pretty fucking good. Yeah. Get a can of Nido powdered milk. Taste fine once refrigerated. I feel like I've heard of that. Nido powdered. How is it? It's Nido. It's so like I love it. As soon as I type in Nido powder milk, we're not listening. Oh, it's like a kid thing, or it just has a. Oh no, that's actually formula. Nestle Nido milk powder. That's a big motherfucking container of milk. Oh, there's a littler one. Oh, toddler powered milk beverage. Okay, so they got all kinds of different stuff. Maybe. Rat milk. Don't want to. I don't know that I want to try rat milk. I mean, I guess the goat milk's not horrible. A backup for when you run out of milk. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, powdered milk. Like, how long is that good on a shelf? I'm guessing like a year or two. Report an issue with this product and calm down. Long life milk. It's good for great. It has long life. Okay, that's a little vague. It's better than Coffee Mate, some people say. So what is this actually rated for? As far as expiration. And why does this one have looks like Middle Eastern rating on it? That's weird. Contains 28% milk fat. That's weird. Sorry, I'm looking at it here just like, what the fuck? Okay. It's floor wax. No, it's a dessert option. Wax your floors. Top your top your desserts. A cup of Earl Grey. Is Rob having some Earl Grey with dog's milk? I'd almost be tempted to have some Yorkshire Gold if it weren't quite 9 o'clock. I mean, yeah, I'm probably going to be up till 4 o'clock anyway, but you know. Yeah, I guess rats would be hard to milk. Hence the premium price for a gallon of rat's milk. That's a lot. Frank Notabene, I too keep powdered milk around. Works in a pinch. Some bread recipes call for it. No shit. Okay. I've been wanting to finally get around to making some like rustic, super crusty, hearty, thick ass fucking bread. I have to try to get around to that before it's like 100 degrees out for the next fucking 3 months. I see Carnation canned milk in the U.S. It's okay for coffee. Yeah, there's a Carnation. That's a big canned milk thing around here. I guess expiration dates vary depending on if it's powdered or canned or whatever. And obviously it'll vary depending on how well you store it. There goes Tiny Mama. Oh man. Get random breast milk from the marketplace. I'm sure it's safe. Said C2S. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, give me a bag of that white liquid. Yeah, it'll be fine. You got anything that's powdered white? You do. Ooh. Wow, that's a lot more expensive. I bet I know why. Oh, alright. Guess we're going to bounce out of here in about 4 minutes, like 10 after the hour. I do kind of have to pee again. Figure out what I'm going to do for food. Oh, man, I may just go ahead and order that crab cake while we're all just sitting here together. I guess it's easy. Like, I just, obviously I can't, like, show you, because it's got, like, you know, names and addresses and stuff, but it's, I go on it, click super subs, it automatically logs me in, go to order history. What did I order then? Crab cake platter, 12-inch chicken salad sub, Arizona light half and half. Reorder. Same place. Oh shit, they just closed for delivery. My God, I guess I ain't getting a crab cake tonight. All right, so I guess I'm having something else. Actually, you know what? I'll do some fries. Ooh, maybe I'll do some fries and gravy. Oh shit, I haven't done fries and gravy for a while. Yeah, I'll do some fries and gravy. That's fine. I forgot they close early. I think they close at 9. I think they stop they're doing deliveries either at 8:45 or 9. I think we run into this before on this channel, didn't we? I always forget they close early, but that's fine. I'd rather a place that makes really good food. If it has weird hours, I'll just deal with it just to get the good food and not just get some stuff. Like most everybody else around here probably closes at 1 or 2, but they ain't got crab cakes like that motherfucking place does for delivery. So I'd rather just wait and maybe I'll order out tomorrow. Actually, yeah, that'll work out good. I can order that and I can eat the crab cake and fries. I can eat the crab cake and I usually eat about half the fries. I can do that before the gray zone stream. And then during the gray zone stream, I can finish off the french fries. And then I usually wander off and have a little bit of the chicken salad anyway. So that'll work out. That will work out. C2S, closest town to me, all restaurants close at 7 p.m. Yeah, that's a lot of places. It's not uncommon. There's still even places around here that close at like 6 o'clock. Like the place I go to get like a lot of pet food, a lot of nights they close at 6 o'clock. They're open like 12 to 6. It's like, I mean, I guess if that works for you. But if that's the only time they're really getting any business, then I understand the selective hours, I guess you would say. Small town USA, yeah. Oh, reminder, a crab meat tuna helper. Wow, that's... Yeah, I'd probably give that a shot once crab meat comes back in. That ain't gonna be for a while, because right now the only crab meat you're getting is in a can, which is garbage or is frozen, which isn't God is great. So let's get a little further into the summer for the crabs to start running, and I'll get some fresh crab meat, and I'll give that a shot. The most expensive tuna helper ever made. Tuna helper tetrazzini. Actually, tetrazzini is really good. I just had some turkey tetrazzini last week. Yeah, use crab meat instead of the tuna. Yep. I can do that. Oh, the remainder of the crab? Oh no, there's no remainder. There's no remainder when there comes to crab. You either buy the meat for the crab meat or you eat all the meat that's there. There's no remainder. Come on, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Remainder. Or a remind. I don't know. I'm high. It's fine. Tuna helper made with lobster. That doesn't actually sound that great, Admiral. I mean, I guess if you added enough butter or something. Crab sandwiches, says Rob. Soft shell crab sandwiches is what you want. You want a deep fried soft shell crab sandwich. So when they take the crab, just as it molts, so it's all floppy and shit, they gut it, they take the guts out of it, like the bad parts to eat. Then you roll it in just salt and pepper and flour, maybe a little bit of egg coating on it sometimes, but generally speaking, you can get away with just rolling it because it's just wet and floppy anyway. Hey, there's our test bonk. And then you deep fry that fucking thing, and then you take it like legs and all, and you just put it on a sandwich. So now you have a spider sandwich, and you eat that, and it is one of the most delicious sandwiches you'll ever have. I definitely got to get out this year and hit up a big motherfucking crab feast and just spend way too much goddamn money and just eat a fucking ton of crabs. I got to see if there's places around to do all you can eat still, because you used to be able to hit a joint for like $30, and they just keep bringing you a bunch of mediums just to try and annoy the shit out of you. And then they'll bring you, like, offer you other food to eat. And I'm like, nah, just keep bringing them medium ass crabs. I'll pick 48 fucking mediums a night. And I have multiple times before they usually cut you off at about 4 dozen. They're like, yeah, I think you had enough. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking to? I keep going. But yeah, I'll have to see if they have any. And that's a good way to save money is just eat a lot of mediums instead of like getting big fat fucking crabs. I like all crabs. I'll eat soft crabs, hard shell crabs. I'll crack them fuckers open and rip them apart and eat them. You know, steamed crabs, soft crabs, crab cakes. Best kind of crab is with the red food coloring. Yeah, fucking fake ass was it not tilapia crab? Fake crab, pubic crabs. Yeah, Maryland's got all the crabs. Black Roger says, I gained 15 pounds listening to the butter snack chat. As you should. As you should. But, speaking of butter snacks and french fries and gravy, it's just about time for me to go make some of that so that I can eat food and then I can release a video for the Goofballs and another public video next week. So, I do appreciate everyone hanging out. Had a good chill stream this evening. Seemed like everybody had a good time. As did I. And I will see some of you tomorrow for the Gray Zone stream at 2 o'clock. I'll see some of you Wednesday for when we light up the phone booth. And then I'll see most of you next Saturday for hopefully the Tanooks tasting test. So, thank you again, everybody, hanging out. Be groovy to each other. And I am out of here in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.